GHB TV. Oh, we back. We back. What's popping? Y'all know what's going on, man. We just talking boxing, the birthday edition. You know what I mean? I know I said 6 lives, but I wasn't able to make it to 6. But this the second one. And we here, GHB TV, September 5th. Y'all know what it is. We talking boxing. This the StreamYard. Y'all know how we getting down. Y'all know what's up. I'm gonna open the gates in a minute. Foreign, what up? Muggsy, no bulls. My nigga Bang, what up? Yeah, yeah. Hey, yo, I just want to say this too. There's no greater champion than Mike Tyson. Y'all gotta stop. Mike Tyson he used to, Mike Tyson used to grab wild animals by the mouth and tell them chill the fuck out. There's no greater champion than Mike Tyson, bro. Foreign, you know what the vibes is, Foreign. Let me know. Foreign, what up? Brother Kareem, what's up, Gadaki? You already know the platters is a must. The crazy thing is I ain't even have a platter today. I should have. Adrian Broner gotta let his hands go. Who Adrian Broner about to fight? Lisa Smith, appreciate the love and support. Dwayne Sorrell, appreciate the love. DZ, Brother Lamont, what's up? Jackson, what up? Yeah, I gotta appreciate it different. You're right. You saw a senior arguing with the Haneys now. Yeah, that's who he better argue with. He losing control of himself. It's the Ryan right here. Y'all know we about to get down off the Ryan. One of one boxing podcast. What's going on? You watching the Pro Box card? Oh, I forgot that was on. Let's cut that on, man. Let's cut that Pro Box on, cousin. Hold up. Hold up. I forgot. I forgot about that. Hey, foreign, you funny as shit. What's poppin' though? Low eyes, what up? One way Ruger, what's going on? If I'm late, what you on? G Code, you Mill ticket ain't go to the fights. No, Mill went down there. I ain't go because I had to go to the gym. What? I had to go to the gym for some sparring. I ain't had that's been on a minute. Yeah, this my shit. Shit with that Ryan G, you wanna turn into a blanket man. Hey, cuz said you gonna turn into a blanket man. Damn. Damn. My G Day at the end of the month. You already know. Enzo, you know what we doing? Come on, man. We not playing. He said you gotta chill with the Ryan. You gonna turn into a blanket man. Damn, fuck me up. Hey, Rug, I'm just chilling, man. I'm in the crib. I'm drinking a Ryan and yo, why the Wi-Fi be acting crazy? I got the Ryan and I got the lemonade, man. I'm washing him down with the lemonade. Agent Brown about to fight Haskell Rose, that the dude that headbutted Schoolfoot and cut his face. Yeah, he just fought in Philly. That's Lydell Rose. He just fought in Philly versus Scobie and got stopped. But he was putting up a good fight. He was spared. You already know. He's putting up a good fight though. Mm. Mm. Ah. Mm. No, I ain't even go. I had to be in the gym. So because I was in the gym, I wasn't even trying. I mean, they had to get down there early. The undercard for Crawford, I think is Shane Mosley Jr. I think he on there. Shane Mosley Jr. fighting. One of them dudes, man. Mm. No, this shit for real. Hey, man, I appreciate all the Bday love for sure, for sure. This joint ain't even cutting on. I don't know what's going on, man. What's the problem? I don't know what the problem is. Wi-Fi be trying to stun on me. Appreciate that, Zell. Sleep by 11:30. Happy. The odds plus 1,500. Hey, yo, he said sleep by 11:30. The odds plus 1,500. Melanin Queen, what's going on, says. Appreciate that. Hey, Kyla Rodman. Shane, I think Vargas, Steven else. Oh, yeah, Shane fighting. Is he fighting Vargas? Yeah. No, yeah. Vargas fighting somebody, though. It might be Vargas and Shane Mosley, right? Steven Nelson fighting on that card. Yeah, I did see that. Shout out to all the Virgos, man. I want all the Virgos to pull up, man. Virgo niggas is crazy. The chicks, too. GHB Parlay. Yeah. They said I'm out of here by 11:30. That's crazy. That's fucked up, man. The link is in the chat, man. We getting it popping. The link is in the chat, man. Talk about September 7th. Oh, that's Sunday. Yeah, let's go. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the yeah, man. Listen, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the donations. You know what I'm saying? It's been a smooth birthday. I'm somebody that I don't really do too much on my birthday. I like to see my folks. I got to see my brothers and shit today. You get me? Got to see the barber today. Got to get in the gym a little bit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Wavy. Oh, that's Monday. Yeah, he pulling up. Virgos is like the most like interesting people on earth. Monte, I appreciate the love, gang. He said happy fucking birthday, GHB. Take one of the what he say? Take one of the Ryan, nigga, you deserve. For sure. I got the Ryan right here. Y'all niggas act like y'all scared to hit the link. It's popping. Oh shit, I gotta find the link. The Ryan is here, cousin. The link is in the chat. Oh, somebody found it. My dog BMW. That's my guy, man. He's smooth dude. BMW, what's up, family?
Happy birthday, G.
Hey, man, I appreciate that. What's going on?
I'm just taking it easy. Where the people
No.
at?
Yeah, they pulling up, man. Got a couple people in here. What's the vibe, though?
I'm just taking it easy, just chilling. You have a good birthday?
Yeah, everything was smooth, man. I don't really get into too much. I don't be wanting no trouble. You mean?
No, you're not supposed to have any trouble on your birthday.
Yeah. I just be falling back, playing it safe.
For sure. Always.
What's on your mind, though? Oh yeah, what you think about Mayweather and Tyson? Ha ha ha.
Oh no, I guess at this point it's just entertainment, really. Like you can't get mad at it. It is what it is. You just gotta take it for what it is. Entertainment, I guess.
Right. Foreign right there. He just pulled up. Foreign.
Can't get mad at no one for getting no money.
Right. True.
It ain't boxing though, but
Yeah, it's going
yeah.
somewhere else now.
Yeah.
It's definitely going somewhere else. Foreign, what's up,
Hey man,
cousin?
happy birthday to my nigga G, man. On God, man. You feel me?
Yeah.
The
Appreciate
voice of
that.
this shit, man. Listen, the influence of this shit, man. You feel me? The wave, the trendsetter of this shit, man. You feel me? The
Appreciate
pioneer of this shit, man.
you.
You feel me? I could go on and on and on, bro. You know my vocabulary is it's extensive, bro. I can go on with this shit, bro. But you feel me? Happy birthday to my nigga G, man. You feel me? I'm trying to throw a couple dollars to your cash app. I don't even got I don't even got cash app, but you feel me?
Yeah.
Try to throw a couple dollars your way, man, on there, cause I know you feel me. YouTube, they need they parts, and that's
They
not cool.
need
You feel me? I
they
need a
need
nigga to
it.
catch everything from me. You feel me? I
They
can't
need
get a
their
white people
30.
a piece of mind. I don't know about everybody else,
Hey,
but the
I
folks can't
tried
get a
to send
piece
a
of
super
mind, man.
chat.
I ain't
It,
gonna
it,
lie
it
to
keeps
you.
on saying I can't.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
what
what.
somebody else told me that. Alphabet Boxing, Monte, that's my man, dog. He don't got to give me
Yeah.
nothing.
Every time
That's
I
my.
check, I set, and I got YouTube Premium too. I don't know why it says I can't send. I ain't got Cash App. I'm in Canada.
Mm, I
Oh yeah.
don't know, man.
I'm gonna figure it
But
out though.
now
I'm
on
just
God though,
Googling it.
man, you feel me? Man, you feel me? Just bro, cause like, bro, you really gotta appreciate this shit, bro. Bro, this life shit could be over in a blink of an eye, bro.
For
God
sure.
forbid, we could go to sleep and not wake up. Real shit, So
For
you
sure.
feel me? You really gotta. I really appreciate every day I'm alive and I
Hey,
get to talk
Oh,
shit.
I know. You should. Let's talk about Thurman. What do you think
hold
of
up.
the Thurman press conference?
Hold up, real quick. I gotta give a shout out to my youngin, man. He passed away. Rest in peace, Jabri Shorts, man. That was one of my son's friends, man. He had a seizure in his sleep, man. You know what I
Damn.
mean? Yeah.
Fuck.
So
Condolences.
listen, we gonna rest in peace to the youngin, man.
Man,
I
he
mean,
need a 10 count.
yeah, we gotta give my boy a 10 count, man. We gonna start it right now. Rest in peace to the youngin Jabri, man. Good kid, man. Real good kid, man. My son called me crying, man. That shit was wild.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit, wow, that's a whole nother topic. But hey, the Thurman, you
Huh.
talk.
Talk to
What
me.
you gonna say? Talk
Good.
about that shit. Talk about that BMW. What you was gonna say about the Thurman and Fundora press conference?
Thurman, funny as fuck. I
Yeah.
mean, fuck, he's funny. Holy, he's a
Yeah.
promoter for sure. He's just funny, man. He goes over the top. He got the
Hey,
one liners. Ah, nah, fuck.
hey, listen. I think basically what he was saying was, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna give y'all all I got. You know what I mean? Either I'm gonna get this motherfucker out or he gonna get me out. You know
So
what I'm
you really
saying?
think you're gonna go in there and just brawl right off the rip and not try to
Bro,
stay away?
bro, because he's so big, it's like you can't get away from him anyway.
It's the kind of at points too. It sounded like he accepted defeat in the fight too. It sounded like he already knew he lost at
Well,
times.
with his age and the fact he know it ain't too much he got left, he going, you know what I'm saying? He going to go out there and bust his gun.
At
Hey,
all the
blind
fights,
faith, I appreciate that, gang. My bad. Go ahead.
he picked the hardest fight of all the fights you were asking for. Just the length alone, like it's just hard for him.
Mm-hmm.
The size is, and it, oh man, that's crazy.
That's a hell of a fight, bro. Hey, Ron Howard, appreciate the love and support, gang.
You think he got a chance?
I think any man got a chance, and we got to be fair. We seen Fundora go out before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did we ever? He went up hard.
Yeah, yeah. So it ain't like he can't go again. You know what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman, I think it's some truth to what you said as well. He may have already accepted defeat, but I think he going to go out there and really go for the knockout. You know what I'm
I hope
saying?
he do. That's the only way he can get the win. Honestly,
Yeah, you got to put cuz in the bag, man.
got to get in there. It didn't even look like Thurman could reach up there. How short he was on him.
Yeah. He
You
had to stand up. He had to
the,
stand up on a chair to get his respect.
and you know
Man,
what? I think that was more of like a symbol thing than like like. Cause I agree with both of y'all saying, bro. I think he know it's a tall task in front of him, and I think a part of him has accepted defeat. But I do think that what you said, I think he's still gonna go out there and go for it all, and he gonna go for it all early. And like the reason why I just say that is because like just looking at the makeup of the guy, bro, it's just like if you really think about how all his fights go, like really, cause bro, like me, I be really watching the fights that be on YouTube. Like on YouTube, once you look up one fight, them bitches just start running. So
Right.
if you really watch all of Fundora's fights, bro, they all are the same way. Like it's like he fights. He's fought in different styles, but it all turns into the same type of fight because
Mm,
of him. And that's why I
mm.
just say like you, like it gotta be like to me, bro. It gotta be somebody is it like a Gerard Ennis, like in a prime. Like it gotta be somebody that can match him, not only with power or nothing like that, but just like endurance and being, engine size, matching them
Yeah.
as far as that, because you got to be able to go all 12 on the same type of fire that he on, bro. Because like the type of style that he bring with his size, like you
Yeah,
said, you can't get away from him anyways.
He got that. It's not like not if Fundora ain't got no knockout power, nothing. He just got that fuck you up shit. He's just gonna
yeah.
fuck you up for real.
Hey,
Honestly,
I can't.
honestly, he
I
really just gotta fuck you up style, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what make it even colder because he really not the strongest, and it's really an accumulation of punches. He's more of a value puncher. Like after a
yeah,
while, like throughout the rounds, he started letting them go more. At first, he pop shot, and then he started. But once he started letting them 3, 4, and 5 go, and then he started changing his. He started going to the side a little bit, slipping a shot, coming off like with the upper. That nigga be cold, bro. Like,
yeah,
You do.
bro.
He's fun to watch for sure.
Yeah. I was
yeah,
gonna say that he
Is
very
yeah.
fun to watch too, bro. Like that nigga is fun to watch because he do little shit you gotta pay attention to. Like it's he's fun to watch for sure.
yeah. I think Keith give him a run though. I ain't gonna lie. I
Oh
think
no,
Keith.
man. You go fuck.
I think Keith give him a run because Keith been at the top level of boxing for a long time, even in the amateurs. I mean, he know what it's like to take a chance, but he just very small to him, bro. He look little as shit, bro.
Yeah.
G, that's a good point though because like honestly, I was watching Keith Thurman too though, and you're right. Like he has been at that top level. He's fought those guys, so I think that like I said, the fight is going. Like I think as long as Keith Thurman can mentally be there, whatever game plan he going to is if he come in with a game plan, a certain type of game plan, and he stick to it, I think
Yeah.
he'll be able to do certain things just off of his experience factor, just off of
Mm,
him being fighting those different fights and fighting these different dudes. He'll be able to do certain things that Fundora might not be good at, going against shit like that. He might be able to pull some veteran tricks up his sleeve that Fundora might have not saw.
right,
But I just think that that will only work as long as Keith Thurman is able to keep that type of shit up. Like once
right.
he's not able to keep the tricks up and pull out new shit out his bag, that's when it becomes a totally different fight for me.
Real shit. Hey, Big Motion, what's up, cuz?
What up, though? What's good, G? Hey, yo, happy born, too, bro. Happy
Appreciate
motion
you.
day, man.
Appreciate you. What's the
But
deal?
what we on the,
Fundora, and Thurman.
Fundora and Thurman?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you. Easy work for Thurman.
For Thurman? Ooh, talk to me.
Knockout.
Ooh, one time?
One time.
Damn. Tell me why though. What you see?
Hold on.
I look.
That's
So,
crazy. What the odds on that?
look, it sound crazy, right? It sound crazy, but I'm kind of looking at it a little bit different, right? Because, okay, Fundora got some names on his resume.
Yeah,
But if I'm looking at it now, like as far as lately, he beaten Tim Zoo. To me, I ain't gonna hold you. Tim Zoo chips to me. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't gonna cap.
yeah,
But basically what I see is Fundora, he do got the reach advantage and he tall, right? But the thing is that his he a little bit slow and his timing is like kind of ass. I feel like Keith Thurman could capitalize off of that and like go to the body early throughout the fight, and
hmm
then bro, probably like middle rounds in between 6 and 8. I feel like Keith could catch him and put him the same way that dude.
Bader?
What's the dude? What's the dude that knocked Fundora out?
Mendoza.
I feel like it's gonna be another one of those.
What round did Mendoza catch him in? What round was that?
I think it was the fifth.
It was the fifth?
Yeah, I think it was the fifth.
Telling you, man.
But
I
Oh,
but
think
you
I
know
okay.
what
think Keith gonna
the
get him.
difference to me though, the difference to me, and this is why Keith Thurman, I feel like he knows it's a tough task, and I don't think he's banking on that knockout. Is because Keith Thurman, the thing about him going to the body and all that is to hit Fundora, you have to get hit. Like it's not like you guys are the same size as if like you can hit him and maybe slip out the way. Like to get into Fundora's body to be able to land the body punch, he has like I think he has like 10 inches over Thurman right now in reach. I think it's 10 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like it's crazy. So for him to even get into his body, he's gonna be getting hit. That's why.
Yeah.
But I think, and that's why I don't think it's gonna be too good for Thurman even taking that approach because him being this old, we don't know if his chin will last. See, the difference with Brian Mendoza is he was younger, so he was able to stand there and trade with Fundora. He just caught him at the perfect time. He caught Fundora as soon as he dropped his hands. He caught him and it was over. But that's he was in the fire the whole fight. I don't think
Yeah.
Thurman is going to be able to stand in the fire for 9 rounds or nothing like that. I think by 6, 7 rounds, it's going to start taking a toll, and the fight is going to just it's going to get Jurassic.
He don't need to. He just gonna box him a little bit. He gonna slip, go to the body. I'm telling you, he gonna box him a little bit. He gonna slip, go to the body, and he gonna catch him, bro. He gonna catch him. Like you said, Fundora got the reach, and Thurman gonna be getting hit when he trying to go to the body, right? But
Yeah.
how much you got to understand that Keith Thurman is an elite fighter. Like we ain't
Yeah,
about to sit here and act like he's not an elite fighter. So
you got
he know
Brock
he
better
gonna
get
have to
quick.
use his jab to get on the inside, and he know he gonna have to take a little bit of something, but it's not really gonna have that much leverage on it because of the length that Fundora got.
Hey, if Thurman do beat him, what does that mean for Thurman?
Fuck, he's right in the top. He's right at the top. He can get anybody at 154 after that.
Yeah,
I
you ain't
feel
never
like
gonna.
get down.
Let him do whatever he wants if he wins that fight.
You know,
He'll
you
get that
know,
10 mil he's asking for.
Ah,
G. For me personally, I think it depends on what fashion he wins in. I think that, and I think that's I think it depends on what fashion he wins because Brian
No.
Mendoza beat Fundora and he's not rated as no top 54 pounder.
Well, look what he did after. He didn't really do much after his one. After he beat Fundora, I think he lost. He fucked around. He might even lost twice since he beat him.
No, but I'm saying though, that's why I say what fashion Thurman wins in because if Thurman and the reason why Brian Mendoza didn't do nothing after is because if you look at the fight, he was losing the whole fight. It was like a perfect timing type of thing. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I mean. You get what I'm saying? Like, so nobody's gonna be like, oh, he really like, like it. Now, if Keith Thurman comes in there and he really nullifies Fundora, then that's a completely different thing. That's what I mean. Then it's like, okay, but I think him winning regardless, I think it's good. I think it's a great, it's a good look because this is a tall task. So he gets the credit regardless. But I just think I don't know, bro. I don't know because I could see him catching Fundora on some fluky shit. Like, like, because like you said, I'm gonna agree. Fundora does not have the best defense. His head movement is shaky. His blocking is all he got. His head is really his defense. So I can see Keith Thurman really catching him clean because he is a veteran. He's experienced and he's been at those levels to see shit before it comes. So I can see him catching him, but I can't see Keith Thurman making a statement. You get what I'm saying? Making a statement win. Like, you feel me? Like, I don't know.
The
no,
odds
I
ain't even
get
that
that.
crazy too. They're only plus 350.
Plus 350 for the win.
Yeah.
For the knockout
Nah, just for the win.
or just
What's
for
the
the win?
knockout?
What the
They
knockout
don't
say?
set the knockout up yet.
Oh, you said they ain't put it up.
I'm on bet 365.
But what's the
It ain't
date? What's the date when they fight?
the 26th of October.
October. That's right.
Then the cool boy fight, that man, them guys were talking too. That seems like a good fight too. That's gonna be a good one.
Oh, how
Yeah.
y'all see that going?
I think cool boy
Man.
got it.
Man. Man.
I think Cool Boy decision or a late stoppage. I
Yeah,
like
Man.
I like Oshaki though. I just don't think I don't think he really understand what he getting into. I think he looking, and I'm only saying that because I think he looking at Cool Boy like he's sweet.
Mm.
I feel like that too at the face off. I feel like he kind of sleeping a little bit.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's not that Cool Boy's so much better than him, but he's so much more experienced, and I think Oshaki overlooking that, like he not like he just looking at it like he the smaller guy and I'm a beat him. You know what I mean?
He ain't even that
Yeah,
much smaller though. At the end of the day,
Mm. Hey, you know
I ain't
what,
gonna
bro?
lie.
Go ahead, big
Go
homie.
ahead.
My bad.
I ain't gonna lie. This fight, like I said, like I was talking to Clip, like this fight is like a it's a toss up for me, bro. But I'm slightly leaning towards Oshaki. Now, if he
Mm,
come in there thinking that this about to be easy work, then I see, I could see Cool Boy winning. I could see Scooter winning.
mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
And he
it'll
fool,
be
looked
I
like
ain't
good
he
gonna
next
lie,
putting
fight.
a
bro.
little bit of weight on too. So
Yeah.
I don't know, like that for me look like he put some muscle on. Like,
See, when I watch press conferences, I like I say this shit a lot. I believe none of what I hear and half of what I see. So what they saying, I don't be believing it, but they actions, I'm believing half of it. You feel me? So I'm thinking like I don't know. I was giving like Shaq the edge until you said that, and I kind of like it replayed in my head with the press conference, what they was doing and what it looked like.
mm-hmm.
And bro, y'all niggas might be right because he kept on saying like, "Oh, this my weight. He coming up in my weight." And then like
Yeah,
I
like
like Cool Boy was saying like he just saying what he's supposed to say. But then Shaq he said some shit. What did he say? He said, "Oh yeah, he gonna pay for that. He gonna pay for that." Like as if like he's the draw. Like you get what I'm saying, and that's what you right about it, G. Because I really just thought about it right now. It is levels to this shit, and Cool Boy is like 2, 3, 4 levels ahead of Shaq right now. If we're talking reality, like in real life, like even resumes or however you want to slice the cake, Cool Boy is levels ahead of Shaq right now, and I just think that Shaq might be overlooking him. But I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. It's a toss up for me too. That's a 50-50 fight to me, bro.
yeah.
A foreign. Your joint got like a slight echo. It ain't a bad joint, but it's like it's slight.
let me ask you something. Say this is about the Crawford Canelo stuff. Why I want like say say Bud didn't beat Spence at all. Like
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
never happened. Because I look at that fight like, what if Spence is damn as good, and that fight didn't happen? Would you guys still think he has a chance with Bud if that didn't happen?
If it didn't happen,
Yeah,
What do we think? Spence will
like
have a chance
no. Would Bud have a chance if the
against Canelo?
yeah? Would you like if you take that fight
oh,
away from him? Do you still would he still be in the talks for Canelo? Because now I'm looking like, what if Spencer's really
Me,
damaged off
Hey
that
G,
shit?
I'm a
Like
join.
since
I'm a
he
leave
come
and come
back,
right back.
like
G.
he ain't really
all right.
been. I don't know, man.
my
I
bad. BMW, say that again. I couldn't really hear you.
like say you take the Spence fight from Crawford, that fight don't happen at all.
Uh huh.
Would you guys still think he gotta? Would he be up there with Canelo in the talks and thinking he can beat him and stuff? And the reason why I say that is because what if Spence is really damaged, like damaged from that car wreck? Because look, since he come back, he ain't been active. He ain't really fought. He didn't look
Mm-hmm.
the best in there against Crawford.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know. I just been thinking about it a lot. Like I just can't wait to that fight. And I just
So BMW, you
yeah
saying you saying basically like the win over Spence kind of gave him like a different confidence.
yeah it put him up like that. That skyrocketed him. The way he beat Spence skyrocketed him fast. You don't
A
think so?
a war's art. Let me see your face, bro. I gotta see your face. All right.
But BM to answer
Yo,
your question, bro. Yo, to answer
Yeah.
bro,
your question,
I just
I
want
Go
to
I
ahead.
add
want
this real quick about the Cool Boy fight, bro. How do y'all expect Cool Boy to win and outbox Shock if he's the way smaller fighter with at a height and reach disadvantage,
But how is he the way smaller
he
fighter?
not way smaller though.
bro? He got like 3 inches on him and like 4 inches with his arms.
Yeah, but Cool Boy got he got the skills though to to like to
So so
neutralize all of that.
so wasn't he at that same disadvantage when he fought Figueroa?
Yeah, but Figueroa, he's a different type of fighter. He's coming at you. Shock's gonna
Right,
stay on the outside and try to box you.
right. And Figueroa tried to box in the second fight.
I don't remember that. Gee, I remember Figueroa pressing an issue. And
Watch
Cool
it.
Boy was just keeping him off of him.
Watch the second fight. he tried to box.
I just
He was
watched
a,
it a few days ago, probably like 5 days ago.
so he was a lot more patient.
Yeah, he was.
versus the
Yeah,
first fight. Yeah,
But I just don't see it. I think it's gonna be a good fight, but I don't see how Cool Boy is gonna outbox him, bro. I don't.
I don't think I'm gonna be real. I don't think it's gonna be a boxing match for too long. I think they're gonna box for probably like 3 or 4 rounds, and then it's gonna be a
hmm
fight from there.
hmm
Just my opinion.
That it's a good fight though. That's a good fight for real.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great fight.
What's the deal though, fellas? Young Kai, what's up?
Yo, you can hear me, G?
Yeah, I can hear you,
Oh,
cousin. How you
All right,
feel?
cool. Chilling, man, chilling. Yeah, just
yo,
pondering this boxing talk, man.
Hey, but look, BMW was saying if Bud didn't get the win over,
Not even if he didn't get the win. If that fight don't happen, like take that fight off his resume.
like it didn't
okay,
happen at all.
Yeah. And then
okay,
do
I
you
ain't gonna
still
lie.
think he's there? No, I don't know. Because at the
I
end of
would
the day,
still.
Spence can really be damaged from that car wreck and
yeah,
That's
be
true.
fucked up and not all the way there.
And I feel like he was, but I feel like if he wasn't, we would we would 10 times out of 10 get the same results because it was just something about that fight. Bud knew he could beat him, and he wanted to prove it.
Yeah.
mm,
So with that being said, I feel like yeah, I think it would be the same. But I think the odds would be a little bit different, being that we don't get that fight and we don't see him demolish Spence like that.
For sure.
But I definitely I would still be thinking the same thing.
That's the only thing that like I want Bud to win, but the only thing I question is how active he stays, how he looked against Magomedov, and and that's just why I've been questioning on it. I just don't know. That's the only thing that got me doubting him pulling it off. Just as how active and it was that Spence really as big as it really was.
But
Uh,
another thing you got to look at is that that guy is a gym rat. He stay in the gym.
he do.
So when him sparring everybody and getting ready for the fight, even if he didn't get that fight from before, him just being in the gym all the time and sparring, like his reflexes gonna be hella twitchy just because he always in the gym. He getting used to trying to slip and block and feint, and he just getting used to all of that shit. So being that he ain't been in the ring, when he actually get in the ring, that shit will look different.
So you
Yeah.
don't think Buzz Rhythm's gonna be off at all in the Canelo fight?
Nah, man. This
mm,
we talking about we not talking about a regular 38-year-old. Like this guy is
He
a
looked good in the
trained
picture
professional.
too. He looked good. Like that picture you just put up, he looked like that's good
Yeah,
size.
he looks
Yeah,
solid.
like
Uh,
real shit.
it's not
I
like
think,
he ain't been training his whole life, his whole career. He ain't. You get what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I can't wait for that fight. I ain't like, holy fuck.
I
Fucking
think
I
so
people,
good.
never had this much anticipation for a fight
Man,
for
me
real.
either. Yeah,
I
fuck.
think, I think people gonna be surprised at how strong Bud is.
Hmm
I'm not saying he's gonna be stronger than Canelo, but I'm saying the fact that he could deal with it. I think people gonna be surprised with that.
I don't think Ev's gonna have a problem with dealing with that at all. The size ain't a problem, I don't think.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people look at physical stuff instead of looking at like the training, Mac's game plan, Reynoso's game plan. Like that's kind of what I think is gonna matter a lot in this fight.
Yeah, true.
Which fighter is gonna stick to their game plan the best? And we know Terrence. Terrence might as well be a dog, like a actual dog in there, listening to his owner, which would be Mac, because he's such a great listener. He know how to carry out his trainer's commands, and so is Canelo.
hmm
So we're gonna
Yeah.
see who sticks to they respective game plans the best and execute it.
And
Because
if
both these guys are well capable of doing such.
and if
And you
Bud
gotta
can
look at
take
the
a
coaches
Canelo
too.
shot. If Bud can take a Canelo shot too, that's the only other question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
can't question Canelo taking shots. He's been in there with
But but
guys that
look
can
at
scrap.
but look at Canelo's punch output versus Skull versus Berlanga. He don't throw a lot. So is he trying to ramp up his punch output or stay where he was at and try to make his punches more accurate, like a tank. So um
I hope that
All of
he
it.
would have learned something from all of those fights. Like, look, bro, you slowing down and you ain't like you're not getting the knockouts like that no more. Like it's over with. You getting older. You ain't young no more. Your ass ain't 25 no more. You ain't about to be putting people in their back pockets like that no more.
Mm.
Yeah. And G got the inside on the sparring.
Hey,
It
nah,
was
you
good.
you want hey you wanna
Yo,
know what's
happy
so
B Day, G.
you
Happy
wanna know
Yo,
what's so
what?
39th, bro.
you wanna know what's
Appreciate
so
that.
wild
Appreciate
about
that.
you having an
Yeah.
insight though, bro? About people saying that it's just if you read between the lines, you'll hear what most experts think. If you listen to what Zab Judah said to Greg Hackett, all he said is, what was the difference between a 4.6 and a 4.0? That's
Mm-hmm.
not, you feel me? Just read between the lines. You feel me? And it's common
Mm-hmm.
sense. It's not only just you can see a dude declining and slowing down, but I think this fight is going, people gonna realize timing can make up for everything.
Mm.
Hmm.
Watch. This is gonna be the fight where people realize what people mean when they say Terrence Crawford's timing is what makes him great. It's when he's throwing. Like motherfuckers is because I think don't be shocked if we see Canelo get buzzed. Because I
Thank
think
you,
if he
bro.
get caught at the right time,
No,
the
for
right
sure.
pointer on his chin, he might anybody's liable to go.
For sure.
So I
Yeah.
think this fight people gonna realize timing can make up for power, speed, even chin, any of that. Timing, if you catch a guy at the right time, like we was just talking about with Brian Mendoza and Fundora, timing.
Hmm.
Timing is everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bud punches be landing awkward as hell. Like
Right.
He places them good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He
these
do.
shits
Yeah, his
got
punch
bad
angles
intentions on them.
super. It's right with Bud. It's never really crazy power with Bud. It's always like the weird punch angles and good technique
And when he
and
got it,
unorthodox like punch angles and stuff. So yeah, and he's pretty accurate too. Bud is accurate. Despite him throwing and having such like long punches and like yeah, he's very accurate.
But I
Uh,
think I think Canelo could make this fight very tough because the thing about him is I wouldn't say I wouldn't say Canelo is the best at cutting off the ring, but he's good at staying in front of you when he wants to.
Mm.
Like Canelo can stay in front of he can trap you and punish you for sure.
mhm,
So I think the fact that Canelo has that in his back pocket and he does have the size advantage, he's used to situating. He could make it to where it's a Canelo type of fight. And I just think like it's a lot of ways this fight could play out, but I think that one guy just has a lot more things at his disposal to use, bro. Like when as the fight get closer and you watch more of both of them throughout their career, I don't care who they fought or when they fought. One guy has more tools to be able to go deeper into his bag. Like if it get tougher, he can go deeper. That's what I think the difference in this fight is going to be. Like the way I like this is when I first listen, man. When I first heard this fight, I said, "Damn, maybe Bud is crazy, right?" But then I had to think about it. Bud is not one of those dudes that's known to do shit that he don't think he's capable of. So I
Mm.
don't think he's going in there worried about the punching power. I don't think his worry is if he could take a punch. I think his worry is if he could out punch him. I don't think Bud is like people gonna be surprised at how well he's acclimated to the punches. Like
Mm.
man, come on, bro, motherfuckers gonna see a demonstration, bro. This shit gonna be wild for
I
real.
can't.
This one gonna be wild.
I
Real
can't
shit.
fucking wait, son. This bigger than Mayweather Pacquiao? No.
I was about to ask that, bro.
It's
Real
up there.
shit.
Bigger as
Huh?
far as like
It's
I
the
how okay.
money,
Here's how it's bigger.
nah.
It's how quick it happens. We waited a long time for Mayweather Pacquiao. This happened just
You
like that.
did.
Boom. Oh, the nowheres. That's the difference.
I
yeah.
think depending on I think right now, as far as like build up for build up, like you get what I'm saying, stake for stake, like what's on the line. I don't think that you could call it a bigger fight right now, just because of how quick we got it. Like bro said, like niggas is marinating. You feel me? That Pacquiao and Mayweather fight for a while, like 5, 6, 7, 10 years type shit. You feel me? Niggas was marinating on that fight. They let that one
Yeah.
dry. But But I think depending on how this fight go, I think the outcome could be bigger because
Right.
like depending
Yeah.
on who wins and depending on what happens, this fight can for sure be like one of those ones in history, bro. Because it's like it's too many dynamics in this fight to make it not be one of those ones.
The
Mhm.
rewards for the fighters that whoever wins this, it puts them, boom, they so high up after they win this. For
Right.
real. Who gets the most out of winning? Canelo or Crawford?
Crawford.
I think
But
Crawford. Yeah.
Crawford,
Bud?
Crawford for sure.
But
He finally get that like real respect that he been looking for after 40 some fights. So
Right.
Mm.
definitely bigger for Crawford.
And Canelo, his career is already in stone.
in
Yeah.
Mhm.
Stone,
I
Real
mean,
It's,
he
rap.
did.
it's
He
still big for him though, huh? It's still
no,
big.
it is. It is.
Yeah.
But he did enough. I think he did enough in his career where, like, I mean, he could go Hall of Fame.
The only thing knocking
Yeah,
him
for
is
sure.
that he wouldn't fight Benavidez. Like that sucks that ain't happen.
Like
Yeah, I wish
Canelo
we
got a
could have
lot of
seen that.
fucking fights, man. Like Canelo, when Canelo got over here, he was already like 30-0. But to have 60 plus fights, that show you how much work he put in on a
And
high level.
and not even that
Hell
old
yeah.
too. He ain't even old.
Yeah,
Like he
Hell
had
yeah,
that
G.
many fights.
Hell yeah.
he put
That's
in a
one thing
lot of work.
I wanted to kind of bring up is like I feel like maybe and despite bringing Boots into camp with him, I feel like maybe Canelo just been like having this same style of camp, going up to Big Bear, training the same type of way, and
Yeah.
maybe that seeped into his camp for Crawford. Or you guys think that he really switched it up this time, like knowing the magnitude of this fight?
I,
I think what you just said sums it up. He know this is gonna be a great fight. It's not gonna be an easy fight. So that sparring might have took him to another level. You
and the
feel me?
magnitude of the fight too. This might be the most viewed fight ever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like this fight.
Can I ask y'all something right quick? What kind of sparring do y'all think he was really doing with Ennis though?
Well, his face looked fucked up in the pictures a little bit or red. I don't know,
I'm just
man.
saying, do you think Ennis had to limit what he was
I
doing?
don't. Ennis don't seem like that type of guy.
No,
I don't
Ennis.
And
know. I mean,
and how long was he in the camp? Was it just for that day?
right,
No, he was
right.
out there.
It
He
seemed
was
like he
out there
been
for
there
like
from the pictures.
he was only out there for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I think they got 3 or 4 sessions in.
What
Yeah.
else? Tell us more.
So what? So what is it? Is easy. So that's what I'm saying. So that's what
It
I'm
was
saying. Like
going hard.
I'm looking at the Ennis sparring, right? And in my brain, I'm just not like with the wows. I really be thinking, and so I'm like, so what do you really have Ennis there for? Because if you got Ennis there like full force, you probably can't take too much of that Ennis. The way I'm looking at,
That's
he's
it.
big, he's way fat. So what do you really got him there for? Because a lot of times when you go sparring, you working on certain stuff.
He the
Yeah,
So
cook.
but
is Ennis there for angles? Is he there for to switch hit? Is he there for the speed? Because I don't think he's there to like bang.
I
It's
think
the
I think
switch.
I think it was
Nah, he there
about
for all that.
I think it was about tempo. I say tempo because this is gonna be a high tempo fight.
You think the
This-
tempo?
yeah, because
Mm,
if you hear me out, right? When
yeah.
when when
Okay.
when when Canelo be
Yep.
fighting when Canelo be fighting them big dudes, one thing he know about them big dudes, they gonna slow down. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? You fighting a guy more built like
Facts.
you,
G.
y'all gonna be getting it in because the angles are gonna tighten up. Everything gonna tighten up because you're not
Mm,
fighting a big slow guy. You fighting a guy that's
right.
your size who can do a lot of what you can do, and you can do a lot of what he can do. You know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
think because of that, it's gonna be at a high pace. So I think the sparring with Boots had a lot to do with tempo.
So you think Canelo could be looking for a high
Mm,
tempo fight itself?
Yeah, because it's the magnitude. You one thing. See, the thing is when you watch tape, and you watch a guy like Bud, you know he not giving like he's not giving you a fight. He's not giving you the fight. Like he's gonna
No,
fight.
he's not. He's on your pace. He gonna show.
Yeah, but he's gonna like when they told him he was losing to Sean Porter
Boom,
and the
go.
and the way he picked it up, like that's a guy that's hungry. You know what I'm saying? He's hungry, so therefore y'all gonna be fighting. It's gonna be a real fight.
So
Talk to me.
are you saying G that because like Crawford and Ennis are both fighters that pick it up later in the rounds that's what he's looking for
Right,
like the endurance to take on that in the later rounds and keep it up.
right. But not
So
only,
does that
but
mean
not
Canelo's looking for a decision?
not so much that he's looking for a decision, but he got to prepare for one too. Cause
Right,
you're
right,
not gonna
right,
knock everybody out. You
Yeah,
feel me?
right,
good ass point. Yep,
That
right,
ain't happened in 4 years either.
You
right,
know what I'm saying? So
good ass point.
you're not gonna knock everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta assume the fight. Like when they train, it's like what they say in boxing. Like if you training for a 10 round fight, then you training for 12. If you training
right.
for a 12 round fight, then you training for 15.
14,
You know what I'm
15.
saying?
Right,
You
right,
you 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 gotta make sure you got
right,
more than enough in the tank. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
right.
G, who do
So
you think's gonna win and why and how?
And you know
I
what? Hold on, G. Before you break that down, that's a good point that you brought that up because if you look at the last three fights in the later rounds, Canelo has slowed down in the later championship rounds. Like his last three fights in the 10, 11, and 12, that's when he starts to slow down. Like he
mm-hmm.
usually lets off the gas. So I think that probably was what he brought Jerron Ennis in the camp for, was to have him make him turn that shit up. All 12, all
Right,
15, like you said.
And,
Because if
and
you look at his last fight, he's been able to coast through the championship rounds because of the fighters he's been fighting. But like you just said, he know that this isn't anybody he's fought. So you're right.
right.
That's a good point. I picked up on that. That's a good
And he
point.
used to foreign your point and G's point. He used to fight with more of a 12 round straight fast pace, like Jose Miguel Cotto fight, the Miguel Cotto himself fight. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like he during those fights, Canelo fought much faster. Granted, he was younger.
Yeah.
With a more with more of an intent on endurance and higher punch output and just being more active. So maybe Canelo's trying to, get back to those days and those type of fights as far as
But
his
but see, look, that
performance.
I don't. That's what I don't. If you look at his last three opponents, he hasn't had to do that. That's why he's been able to coast. He literally
Yeah.
carried Munguia, he carried Belonga. You feel me? He carried Scholes, so he was able to coast. That's why I think it was a good additive bringing Jerron Ennis because he's gonna make him turn it up for 15 rounds straight. Like
Yeah.
G said, if he was there a week and a half and they had 3 or 4 sessions, however many, I bet you they was probably the hardest sessions Canelo's had in recent time. They was probably
Mm,
harder than his last three fights.
mm,
Hold up,
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
look
Forrest. So you
like that,
saying he
he's been able
carried?
to coast against his last three opponents. So that's the difference. He's not gonna be able to coast. Like G said, he knows he's gonna have to keep it there, stay at a certain level the whole fight, even more.
mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
So foreign. You
Yeah.
said that he carried Mungia,
Yeah.
Berlanga, and Skull.
Yeah, I
I
think
I
so.
I gotta say I disagree. I
I
gotta say I
gotta say,
disagree.
I totally agree. But
What you
but
mean
look,
by
look, 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 big
Let me tell
motion.
you why though. Go ahead, young Kai.
This is why, real quick, I think it's a treat for the fans because, to Foreign's point, and I do agree with him, is that okay? Let's see if Canelo can turn the tide as far as his endurance, as far as his activity in the fight. That'll show, like, all right, that'll show us. Okay, he was holding back versus Munguia. He was holding back versus School. He was holding back versus Berlanga. That's gonna show us if he really bring that out, and we see that in the first few rounds versus Bud.
Mm.
I don't think he was holding back on
I
them
think
guys,
y'all
man.
missing. I think y'all missing something though. If y'all all saying right and agreeing, think about if everybody's agreeing he slowed down, then think about why. Right? Don't just say, okay, yeah, he doing, but think about why. And if you think about it, he slowed down before that as far as mobility. He's always been slow, but as far as being able to go get you, he's always been having trouble. He was wearing those knee braces. So if you think about a bunch of the fighters, he was having trouble a lot of the time. His thing is he tries to cut you off and wear you down. That's why he hits your arms and all. But he don't have that no more. It's not something that he can just bring out. It's not something you could just bring out.
But
Mm.
but see, blind faith.
He doesn't have the mobility to go get you no more. That's why he
Mm.
says he hates fighters that can move.
Mm.
But blind
He
faith.
didn't
True.
care. He didn't carry Skull.
But
Skull
see,
was
look,
just
but
too scared to fight. Jamel
hold on.
Charlo could have did great, but he didn't fight. He could have put on a great fight, but he didn't fight. He was doing great movement. He was there. He only dropped once, but he was too scared. But Canelo just you can't do something that your body can't do anymore. That's why he changed his style. So you got to think about that. He just it's not in him to go get you no more. He can cut off the ring a little bit better, but he's always been a plotter and he's always been a puncher box. But he doesn't have that to go get you. You got to come to Canelo.
Yeah, like he didn't really have. The reason why I say he didn't carry those guys is because in the skull fight, he like skull movement and feints and everything, them foot feints, like everything was like throwing him off. So he had to reset. And I just feel like he didn't have nothing for that. Like he couldn't figure out a way to get on the inside with all of that movement. Then when
Okay,
you talk
listen.
about the Berlanga, nah, he was trying to knock Berlanga out. When he landed that left hook on Berlanga and dropped him, if you look at it, Berlanga adjusted to it and he never landed it again. Then when you say Munguia, I could slightly agree with the Munguia fight, but at the same time, I feel like Canelo was gassed. Like after a certain amount of rounds, his punches didn't really have that much steam on the Munguia
Yeah.
fight.
But okay, listen. I completely agree with all y'all saying, but I think y'all misconstrued what I'm saying. The reason why I say he was the Munguia fight. Let's break it down again. The Munguia
Mm-hmm.
fight, he dropped him. So you mean to tell me if he dropped him once, Canelo with all of this experience that we all say he has, he couldn't drop him again? I'm sure he could have. Okay, with Berlanga, he dropped him. You telling me with all of it, Canelo's experience, he couldn't drop him again?
He
I
It's
couldn't.
totally
it's it's
agree.
hard.
I
It's
think
harder to finish somebody than to hurt somebody, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I completely agree with that. But I'm saying with y'all, we give him credit for his experience and all these fighters he's fought. So y'all telling me that he couldn't stop those dudes if he wanted to? I think he chose not to. I
yeah,
think
I
it was
think he was
easier
playing
to
with
get
his
the fight
food in
over
those
with.
two fights. Berlanga Mungia, I
He
think he
didn't
was
have
playing with
nothing
his
for them,
Why
bro.
why would you, bro?
because he dropped him early on in the
It
fight.
was
That
just
I
easy.
agree.
I
Why
think he
couldn't
just took it
I
easy.
feel like he was just like trying to get to the next fight. Canelo's
Yeah,
all
if
about
you watch the
legacy.
fight, you could tell
So
he
Canelo
what's
was
just
the
he
want
was
that
easiest?
trying to
W.
win.
So you just said it. What's the easiest way to get to the next fight?
Just
Get
winning,
that easy W.
winning,
Knock him out, right? So why would you sit there and go and then possibly lose?
because
Hey, you
it,
can
Right.
get hurt
because
trying to knock
because
somebody out though.
And he's already injured. Y'all got to remember, Canelo is not a super healthy dude. He's already not he's not the same. So why would he stay in the fight where he can get hurt if he can get him out of there? You just said it yourself. You're not gonna play with your food, bro. You Canelo. He said he's the king. Why would you play, bro?
because
You ain't
once
got time to play,
once you
bro.
hit a guy and they start fighting completely different from how they was when you hit them, you don't want to
I,
chase them
I
no
I
more.
I would say yeah, he couldn't
That's why I
drop.
said you can't. He can't go and get you no more. That's what I'm trying to tell
But that's
you.
what I'm saying. I don't even I wasn't even talking about he could go and get you. I'm saying he coasted through those fights. I never
And
said
That's
that.
what I'm
I
saying.
never
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
saying that he could go get you or he can't go get you. I said in those fights, it was clear that I'm sure he could have stopped both of those guys. Both of
and
them.
I'll say this: I
Hey,
don't
hey,
think he was
BMW, you
preparing.
quiet, man. What you think?
I don't. I'll say this: I don't think he was preparing for those fights the way he's preparing for this fight either. The way he's preparing for this fight, he has probably hasn't prepared for this in a long time. Like, how
Right.
much you guys really think Canelo cuts for the fight at 168? He ain't cutting nothing crazy.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know. He's taking this fight way more serious. I will say that. I don't think he just knew he was going to win those fights. He was in his last, like,
And,
probably
and that
eight or how many
and
ever.
that's why I bring up the point of him coasting, dude. That's why I bring up the point of him coasting through those fights because, like he just said, we can clearly see he wasn't training that hard for those fights. He didn't even take those fights that serious. Like I said, I feel like those was just easy paydays. We all know what those fights was. We all know who was the mandatory for those belts. We all know the
The
fights he should
offense,
have been
bro.
taking, but he took those fights instead. And I think he took those fights because they was easier fights to win. He knew he could do whatever with both of those guys. He showed it. And I think, like BMW said, I don't even want to think about him coasting through or nothing like that. I only bring up that point because he's going to have to step it up to another level for this fight. Because if he
Yes,
don't,
sir.
he's gonna lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If he wanted a challenge in all those other fights, he would have fought Benavidez. He just took
Facts.
the fight like I don't know, man.
Facts.
For real, like he just knew them fights he was gonna win. If I had
That's
out
what
of
I'm
his
saying. He
last
knew
fights,
he
like
was
who's
going.
his toughest opponent? Caleb Plant out of his last like 10 fights. Like who was
Yeah.
his toughest opponent? Oh,
Caleb. It was Caleb and then Saunders before that.
maybe Charlo. If that Charlo's coming back, and how long was Charlo there
Nah,
before
not
that?
No, not Charlo. Charlo ain't do shit.
Yeah, Caleb.
not Charlo.
No,
John Ryder.
Caleb, yeah, John Ryder did try,
they
I
but
tried.
say
again,
Caleb Plant.
that
The
shows you
best
right
fight.
there. Canelo couldn't. Canelo is not able. That's why this is an interesting fight because if you look at it for real, it's not. You just can't think about just the capabilities or the will or the skill. Like no, every fight is a possible death, life death situation. Like when you get in that ring, you don't come out the same. So you don't go in there playing. So it's not like you just gonna, oh, I'm gonna just do this. No, bro, you trying to get people out of there, especially if you the King Canelo. So the fact that you having these tough fights just literally shows what we seeing. You can play around with your thoughts if you want to, but what's in front of you is in front of you. You got to deal with what's in front of you. So you
But
can go.
okay, you
Nah,
saying, and I agree with you. Life and death boxing is very serious, but they
Absolutely.
didn't have that mentality at Times Square. Ryan, he instead of I'll say Rolly,
Maybe you just looking at it from Canelo. I'm saying you got to think about the opponents that's going up against Canelo too. They not playing,
Mm-hmm.
so you think they coming in there playing? So you can't go in there playing, bro. They coming to take
Word.
Canelo's spot. It like this. That's all I'm saying. Like you just, bro. You can't wiggle your way out of certain stuff. When you in that ring, there's no wiggle space, bro. It's you and that opponent. Period.
Oh damn.
So if you
Hey
playing
yo,
with
my bad,
people,
fellas.
if you
Hey
playing with
yo,
people that don't,
I gotta charge my phone, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the chat. Hey G, happy Motion
Yo,
Day. I'm gonna get up with y'all. You heard?
yes
appreciate you,
All right.
sir.
bro.
Take care, bro.
a lot of them fighters that are coming in there with him though are they're getting that paycheck and them bright lights are no joke too. They never been in a moment
Saying, but
before
I'm
You know
that.
what
saying,
I'm saying?
But Lenga never made that much money in his life. You're right. You bring up
right?
a great point.
I'm saying that's
And
life
you
or
see
death.
how
Real shit.
he was happy to take. He was more than happy to take a L from Canelo, an easy
He went on
decision loss L.
he
So so
he went on the L
so
tour.
blind fake. So blind
Good
fake.
point. Good point.
While you're right,
Good
I
point.
think you
That's a good point.
disregarding. I think you disregarding the other end of the stick, which is that just as dangerous boxing is just how corrupted it is and money driven it is. So a lot of dudes is just doing this for a check. A
I
lot
think
of dudes is just doing this for legacy. I for Canelo, even if I lost,
it, it,
I beat on my chest
But not even
and I
just that.
said suck my dick.
If,
it,
Like
if we just if we just keep it on the boxing aspect of it, bro, and let's like if we really really look at this shit, we all know that there's really levels to this shit. So Canelo is on a completely different level as far as everything from those fighters. So if y'all
Hmm.
telling me that y'all can't see a way where Canelo was able to come up with something in his head where he said, "Man, I'm gonna just drop both of these guys early, and then once they change up, which I know they're gonna do, I'm just gonna coast." We like
and the thing is, if Skull actually fight it, he could have made it difficult for Canelo, but
hell
he
no,
just
he was
didn't even
food.
fight.
Same with Charlo.
He didn't
Skull
even.
and Charlo was food, bro. Them was
I think he
hey,
actually had a problem with Skull. Yeah, I agree,
Yes,
bro.
if Skull fought, he could have made it difficult. He could have given Canelo a hard time, but he didn't even fight.
Bro, look at John Ryder. John Ryder is not better than the two fighters y'all said, and he gave him trouble. So all you have
John
to have
Ryder
is
fought.
skill and will.
And
Will
John
Will,
Ryder
yeah,
and
fought.
skill.
yeah,
As
yeah,
I said, when you get
I
in
give
that
him
ring, it's
skill. I
different.
agree with that.
So it's just like Bivol going in there. Bivol, I know he's bigger, but he ain't going there to lose.
right.
Facts.
Caleb Plant went in there to win, but we know Caleb, he just like Canelo, he slows down to the and he just couldn't take it after a while. But like Charlo, if Charlo would have did what he was capable of doing, it would have been a different fight. But woulda, coulda, shoulda, he didn't. So we can't use that. But we know
Canelo caught
Crawford
him too, though.
Crawford is none of that. Crawford is none
Facts.
of that.
I agree.
None of
That's why
that. He's
That's
none of that,
we
and
all
he has
we
all those abilities that all those other
see the
people
thing about
have.
it. The reason why
Right.
I'm
But when
preaching this shit,
people
bro,
when
is
people do
because
fight,
I just don't want the
Canelo fights
narrative.
too, though. That's the only thing. I agree.
I just
Crawford
don't want the
fights.
narrative to be switched, bro. Like I don't want, for real, like I don't want the narrative to be switched, bro. I don't. Canelo is prime. This is the best Canelo so far.
Yeah,
Simple,
yeah,
simple. We see who
yeah,
he got in camp, and like I
yeah.
said, bro, September 13th, we gonna see about it. We
Oh
gonna
yeah,
all
no, that's what I
watch.
say. It's no excuses. Once you get in the ring, it don't matter what
Exactly.
we just talking. There's no excuses. That's why I say you can't play when you're in the ring, bro. If you ever been in the ring, you can't play.
I
Cause
mean,
somebody will be nice to you, talking to you while you sparring. You might know them, and then when they get in the ring, bro, they try to kill you, bro. It ain't no. If you've been in the ring, bro, you know. That's what I'm saying. Like you don't get in the ring and play, bro. They don't. The best fighters know, bro. You get in there, you going to kill. That's it. It's going to
yeah,
kill. I shake your
and,
hand later, maybe, but that's it,
and
bro.
who's the boxer right now that embodies that mindset the most? Blind Faith
Mm.
embodies that killer instinct, that kill or be killed, or
It's
that
always been
kill and
Crawford. It's
it.
Smoke Crawford.
Come on, and he fighting a guy,
But I
the
will say
king of
this:
Mexico.
I think
So
that Crawford's fire has ignited something in Canelo because Canelo knows, like, oh shit, I can't play. I think at first Canelo was just like, oh, this is a money grab. But now I think Canelo realized, like, oh nah, like, no,
I don't
this
think
is
he
real
ever looked at
smoke.
it like a money grab. He
I,
knew. He know Crawford.
I'm just maybe not a money grab, but I think he underestimated, like, oh, you small, you ain't, you never. This is he said it. It's easy work. It's easy work.
yeah,
He's like,
he thought it
I
was
seen a bunch of
He
guys like
has
you,
to say that though. He has to say that. I
but
think he don't
now I
want
think he
Crawford because he
realizes
knows it's
like,
a real fight.
yeah, it's
Because
a
he,
real fight.
yeah, I think he has to say it's easy work. He's a fighter.
And
right.
that just proves that he was scared of Benavidez. He was never going to fight Benavidez. Because if you take Crawford this serious, what do you think of Benavidez?
Yeah,
So
he wants.
that fight never happening, bro.
No, it ain't. Benavidez moved on. He ain't even bring
Yeah,
him
that
up.
fight will never happen, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think. What
Yeah.
y'all think? Who do y'all think Benavidez should fight after this fight?
Better be
Uh,
Bivol, one of them
What's the
guys.
best fight? No, I think. But which one is better though? Because they both still
I
active.
feel like he should catch Beterbiev at the tail end of his career, if it's the tail end of his career, because he's still looking good.
Better
Uh,
be have got one more fight.
okay, yeah, now he is fighting soon.
Yeah.
But is he done though? Despite
Doesn't
him being 41?
Is Callum Smith fighting? Isn't Callum Smith fighting somebody?
Yes, Callum Smith should be fighting David Morrell. I don't know if it's official, but he should be.
I think he is
Why
too.
not
I think
take the
so.
winner of that, and if Better Biev win, then fight Better Biev because Biv's out for you. Then you get two fights, and if you beat Better Biev, then you already the shoe in for Bivol. Easy work.
That's a guy that fights. He fights
And
Benavidez
BMW,
for
you
real.
saying Bivol is out because of what, the back injury?
I never
Yeah,
said he
he
was.
had surgery.
Okay,
He had surgery.
okay, yeah, okay. And how long that's going to take for him to recover?
It's a back injury, bro.
Like a
Yeah,
year?
at least a year, at
At
least a
least a
whole
year,
At
year.
yeah.
at least.
Yeah, yeah,
365
back.
for sure.
Right,
And you got to
right.
think about the way Bivol fights, bro. Like that's all core
Hmm.
footwork, movement. Like, yeah, bro. That's probably 2 years for real if you think about it. Next time we see Bivol in the ring, and he's gonna fight a
So,
tune-up. He's gonna fight a tune-up. And that's probably 2 years.
It's sad that Canelo and Benavidez never happened. That's sad. Benavidez would have got him, in my opinion. I think.
Canelo knows that. That's why he's not gonna fight him.
I don't know. I'm not. I mean, I agree with the momentum, especially at 68, that Benavidez was kicking up and gaining for himself. Definitely would have been
You
a great.
guys,
He would have been great competition for Canelo.
someone
But
asked who the fighter is
would he
that
have
fights
just
every
starched
time.
him? Would
Benavidez is the fighter that fights every time. He brings a fight for real. He's coming to fight forward.
100?
See that Benavidez back then, it was a 50-50. But now Benavidez like 90% easy.
Yeah,
He,
I ain't
he
gonna lie.
washes he
I was
washes
just gonna
Canelo
say
now.
that. You know what? Hey, that's so fucking crazy. Because great minds thinking like I was just gonna say that. The 68 Benavidez, I kind of didn't like him over Canelo, but this Benavidez, he might do something bad to that man. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, real
He might
bad.
even.
And he pissed off.
I think Benavidez is so good right now. And this is no bullshit. I think he's so good right now. He can drain himself back to 68 and still do something crazy to Canelo. Real shit.
I think
I don't think he
Benavidez
would
should
do
just
that
wipe
though.
out
And that's
175.
I don't think yeah, exactly. That's why I don't think he would ever do that because if you look at it, he low key got a clear lane of undisputed low key. Because
Yeah,
Bivol
for
gonna
sure.
drop them belts.
Yep.
Better
Yep.
BF is out of the picture. So honestly, Benavidez got a clear shot at undisputed at 75. What he always been asking for.
And who beats him at 175?
And
Honestly,
that's what I was gonna say. Wait, who's
Shoot,
that? That's
maybe
that's
maybe
White Andrews.
Morrell in a rematch. Maybe
no.
Morrell in a rematch.
Because by time Benavidez fights, or by time Morrell fights Benavidez again, Benavidez gonna have so much experience with these great dudes.
And you know
But
what?
so is
Not to
And
cut
that
you
so
was
off,
is
the
bro. But
best of
Morrell.
Morrell.
not to
Like
cut y'all
even if
off, bro.
Morrell
But
get,
to be honest, if we really talk about it, bro, the Morel that we just saw, I don't want to see him against Benavidez again. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I love Morel, bro. I wanted Morel to win that fight. You can ask G and everybody. I was one of them niggas that bet on him. But the Morel that just fought that one nigga on whatever, I forgot who he fought. But
well,
that nigga,
that
that
dude's tough
Russian
though.
dude that he just
He
fought, I
fought
don't want to see. I don't
Imam
want to see that again.
Katayev.
That dude's tough though. That
Yo,
dude's tough.
I was at the fight live for it. I ain't gonna lie. I had it 9-1 Morel. The only round I had him losing was the knockdown.
Bro. No, but you know what
I'm
though?
tripping,
Like
That's
bro. I'm
it's just
tripping.
you want to know why I say I don't want to see him because he's not improving. He didn't look any better. You get what I'm
Not at
saying?
all. Not at all. Not
From
on TV. Not on TV. Yeah,
you
But
feel me? Like
again,
he
that
didn't
dude
look
is
any
tough.
better, bro.
that dude
That's a
is
tough.
tough.
That's a
It looked
tough
like
guy
he
to
low key
look
got
good
worse.
against. That's a tough guy to look good against though. That's what I'm trying. That dude is tough. You might not know. That dude is tough though. That dude is tough. He's a good solid boxer and he's got power and he's not a slouch. So it's hard to look good against certain fighters. Some fights is just gonna be a fight. And you
Mhm.
gotta think about it, Morrell is young, and that was his second fight there. So he's
Yep.
adjusting too. He is young. He's one of the youngest ones out there. So he could get better. He still could get better.
You know,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh,
you
Will
know
he get better? We don't know, but he
yeah,
could.
exactly.
He
Good
could
point.
get better.
he on his 12th fight. He should still be getting better for the next few fights and
Yeah.
still advancing.
And
But
who knows?
that's what I'm saying.
175 might have not been. He might have been better at 168. He only went
Mhm.
175 for David,
To
but he
fight
might
them.
have he might have made a whole legacy at 168. Like who knows?
Yeah.
We
I
don't know.
totally
He's still
agree.
young. He got like around the same amount of fights as like Keyshawn. They still
Mhm.
young in their
He
career.
got less fights than Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn got 15 if you count the no contest, something like that. And I
Yeah,
think
they super
Mo,
young. They super young talents. You
yeah,
gotta give
so
him some time. You gotta give him some time because Benavidez was around for a while, and then he had to go through his trials and error, and now he really shining. But
mhm,
Benavidez been here for a while though.
mhm. Yeah,
If you
yeah,
think about it,
yes,
he
Hey,
yes.
was around
but
with Gabriel when
blind
Gabriel was
faith,
here.
but that's what I'm saying though. If let's really break it down, Benavidez been here for a while and he's only gotten better every fight. I think
Mhm.
after a Morel and Benavidez fight, Morel should have showed some improvement to where that last fighter, I don't care if you don't look good or not, it should have looked better than that. You get what I'm
He
saying?
did show improvement. He got hurt, he stayed in it, and he won the fight.
Right,
That's
right.
what you
Like I'm
do as
like,
a
damn,
fighter,
the nigga
bro.
won. Like, damn, he won.
And you got
I
to think about it.
I can
You got to think about it.
disagree.
Benavidez has fought way better competition. That was Morrell's best competition to date was Benavidez, and
Mhm.
then he goes into that dude. So if you learning on the job, you sparring when you fight, bro. You a lot of that is learning in the ring. Like you spar and all of that, but inside the ring under those lights, like you got to put it on. He won the fight against a dude who was tough, who ain't really lost, who felt he was going to win. Like that is improvement because that's mentality after losing and going into a tough fight and beating a tough fighter. That's improvement, bro. That shows mentality. I'm ready, and
Hey,
I'm willing to fight, bro.
hey,
That's improvement.
blind faith. With that
Matter of
being
fact, I'm
said,
finna look that fight up. Hold on. I'm finna watch it. Go ahead. My bad.
yeah,
Cause I
nah,
got
foreign. Watch it back. I had it in person. I ain't gonna, maybe I had it like 8-2 Morel. with the knockdown and maybe another round. But watching it back, it looked bad for him. It looked bad for him. But I feel like Morrell wasn't as serious in that fight. He should have stayed locked in. I feel like he'd be goofing off too much during the fight, thinking he good and he could, do this little praying mantis and it just Ali shuffle around the ring. Like, bro, that it's not that. You need to be serious. You facing real competition. But
Right, that's what I said. In that
as
ring, you
far
gotta
as
be serious, bro.
as far exactly, and a serious Morel, I think is a dangerous Morel. So hopefully he makes that change and
So why
quick.
you say he?
I
Why
agree
you
with
say
that
you?
though.
Why you say he? You don't think he took it serious though? Because he
Cause he
won.
was like, cause when Katayev dropped him, he was like backpedaling in a funny way, like across the ring or something, and then he got dropped. Like, he was doing that a few times in the fight, and it's like, bro, keep your
So are you
hands up.
saying like that was just a technical flaw? Is that like a will, like a heart, or just a technical flaw, like
Nah,
something
nah,
that he
just
can
just
fix?
I feel like that's a mental thing. Like you need to stay locked in. Not don't be trying to dance around it. You not like he a showman. He too much of a showman.
Mm,
So
okay.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I'm
Mm,
watching the fight right now, bro. And I'm gonna be honest. We could give him the mentality improvement or however you want to slice that cake. But
hmm.
as far as him getting better as a fighter in this fight, he looks worse than he did. Like the
Mhm.
Morel before he fought Benavidez in his first fight at 75, he looked better than this. Just being
Mm.
honest, bro. And
Yeah,
and, and,
versus
and
Hot
that
Rod.
guy was hard. Who was that? Hot Rod? That was a harder
Yeah,
fight than this guy.
yeah.
Can I
I
ask
don't
y'all
know.
something?
That,
As far as
So,
the Russian guy, and
but
as
that,
far as
hold on,
Benavidez,
Vontae. But
who,
that's
who
what I mean. Like, yeah, he could have proved. I agree, he won. I'm not saying he won. I'm big on David Morrell, but like I
Mhm.
said, I wouldn't want to see this David Morrell against Benavidez because right now, bro, Benavidez is going up, and it looks to me like Morrell is going down. That's just me
yeah,
though.
yeah. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you.
No, I was just gonna ask you a question. Like, do y'all think that the Russian dude or Benavidez, just technically, just as far as just technical boxing, who do you think is more of a technical boxer? Like, who do you think would be a more not just difficult because it's hard to fight, just technical skills?
Which
Which
Russian dude? The
which one do you
Imam
think was?
Katayev dude?
Pivotal.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Benavidez by a long shot. This guy is not technical at all.
Do you think styles make fights? Or
I no, I agree. Styles make fights, but I still think that after a fight of you, after a fight with a magnitude like a David Morrell, if you're the goods, you're only gonna go up. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, like we saw fighters lose to good fighters and they go up because of
right,
the experience. You get what I'm
right,
saying? They get
right,
that experience. They get a little bit more seasoned into their game. Okay,
right.
he did this to me, so let me improve on this. To me, it looks like he didn't improve on anything. It looks like he didn't even
Mm.
have a training camp, honestly. For
Yeah,
real.
it
He has no
looked pretty
game
bad.
plan.
I
It looks
won't
bad,
even.
bro.
It looked bad. It looked bad. It looked bad.
And the reason why I say that is because people try to like. I was big on David Morrell because at first he was real disciplined and not even too disciplined, but he was disciplined on the Cuban style. He would use it more. But now he's just starting to become like a brawler with
Mm.
dynamic punches. You get what I'm saying? Dynamic
Mhm.
angles, and he could do the fancy shit. But
The,
it's
the,
like
the show
less
the
and less
But
showman
skill
thing.
to
look,
me.
foreign, yo, a lot of these dudes, these so-called up and coming prospects, looking bad versus people like Pacheco, Iriarte, a lot of these like that happens, bro. That's growing pains, bro. And he got the win, and you just gotta hope that he looks better and more serious and more locked in his next bout.
No,
Damn.
you know what? I think I'm catching up because you all saying you and I've been listening to you the whole time. I just like picking people's brain, but you did say something a while ago that he's too much of a showman.
Yeah.
And one thing that happens that people get caught up with is, oh, he ain't fought the same competition, right? That skill. And
Mhm.
he was dropping people and having these highlight KOs, kind of like the Berlanga thing, right? And you get
Yep.
wrapped up in thinking everything's gonna go the same, and you got people in your ear and all of this and blah, right? And so you go into these different fights thinking, oh, it's gonna go the same way, and maybe
Mhm.
you don't prepare the same way. So I do understand what you're saying because that can happen to where you feeling yourself so much that you think, oh, this just an easy. layup. I'm looking at this dude and this dude, and you ain't even really looking at yourself no more. You're not working on yourself. You looking at what can I get? What kind of bag? What kind of notoriety can I get? So I do understand what you're saying with the Morel thing. I just also think he's super young and he could still learn from his mistakes.
Absolutely.
Facts. I agree with that. Everybody
We,
can learn, bro. I agree with that, man.
but he
Absolutely.
But
could fall into what you're saying though. So we gonna see
but you know
because
what?
Callum
But you know what?
Smith is no joke, bro.
You know what
Nah,
kills me with
I think
Morel
he
though,
I think
as
he
far
gets
as
through
like
Callum Smith though.
us agreeing that he
Callum
can
Smith is a
learn, right?
great boxer.
But the thing
Yeah,
that
Callum
kills me
Smith
with
is a great boxer, but I think he gets through him though. I think he gets through him. I think
through
he passes.
Callum,
Does
If he
everybody
can't
feel like that?
if he can't pass that test, he don't deserve to be like. I mean, it's just his 13th fight, but I feel like if he can't pass that test with Callum Smith with flying colors or at least close to it, then he don't deserve to be a big name at light heavyweight. You know?
Callum's no joke, bro.
I
Yeah.
think if and you know what, this is another moment where when I'm really looking at this shit, I'm asking G the question, who is advising this guy, bro? Because now that I'm really looking at it, I just think like they feeding him too much too fast. You feel me? Like I like, bro. I think certain fighters, bro, with certain type of skill sets and certain type of dynamics to their game, should be moved differently than other fighters, especially these boring fighters. Because Morel is an exciting fighter, but like I said, bro, with the type of fights that he's being put in, bro, to me, it's hard to improve. Because like you said, like when I'm watching this fight, this nigga is like a hard fighter to fight. It's hard to look good against this nigga. So I don't
Mhm.
know, but I think this is a case of something that where they feeding this guy too fast, bro. They feeding him too much too fast, bro.
Yo, look, in foreign, and this is, I'm telling you, I watched that freaking fight in person, and and I came back home, I watched, I'm like, yo, I had it 9-1 in person. Why the fuck it look like Katayev is beating his ass on the playback? I'm like,
Man, like,
yo,
bro,
so I realized, bro, it's a difference between TV and real life. It's a difference between
Mm.
sparring and real
mm,
fighting. Like,
good
like,
point. Good
bro, it's
point.
really
Can
a
I ask you something? Did any of
yeah.
the like ambiance in the environment, did any of that people going, ooh, or ah, nah, did any or people talk, did any of that matter, or was you just straight locked in? Like,
It
oh,
was
look,
I was locked in judging it. It was the second fight on the card, so it wasn't really noise. People didn't come in till like Shakur was fighting. This was the July 12th joint.
mm,
So like, yeah, bro, it
Oh,
wasn't much
you lit.
distract. Yeah, I was
You
there, ring
lit.
3. Yeah, come on, man.
He
Yeah,
lit.
yeah, we was in the spot, bro. So yeah, it's like, bro, I'm watching it. I'm like, yo, I love Morel's boxing. Like he's keeping him on the outside. He's doing what he need to do. He's pot shotting. I didn't really see Katayev winning that fight at all. I mean, even with the
mm.
knockdown, I'm like, okay, he knocked him down, but that was nothing. He got up. But when I look back on TV, it looked like Morel was like everywhere, and he wasn't focused, and he could have did a lot more as far as like preparation, probably mental. So yeah, man,
Okay,
it's
I
just
got a question for you, Kai.
it's crazy. It's crazy how you could be deceived like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like with the
No, no,
with the
no, no. Hold on. Don't answer
yeah.
too quick. You finna answer my question. Don't answer the question yet. The question is, do you what you mean by it's different on TV in real life? Do you think it's better? Which one is better?
Which one is better?
And what was
Which
your
one do you
angle?
feel like you believe
Yeah,
is
my
better?
I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit high up, but I was watching. But look, they had the screens in the stadium, so I was watching the screens and in real life, and I
Mm.
was watching the screen in the stadium, thinking like I don't really see Katayev outpointing them right now. Yeah, Katayev strong. He's throwing good hooks whenever he can, type stuff. But I just wasn't seeing him winning, man. Just wasn't. I don't know, man. I don't know. But
Nah,
when I
nah,
watched
nah. I
it,
was just asking. I was just curious. Cause I done
yeah,
been
it
to a
was,
few local shows, but I ain't never been to no big fight. And I just wanted
Hold
to
on,
know,
but you didn't
is
even
it
answer this
a
question though, for real.
contrast from TV and real life?
So which one is better though? What is
in,
it?
in real life, definitely, bro. In real life, definitely.
Even though you feel like
Cause
your
look,
idea
cause
changed
look.
after you watched it on TV?
Yeah. Even when I came home and was like seeing it differently because like if you was to watch the Shakur fight in person, Yeah, Shakur won, but you would give Zepeda probably 2 more rounds, probably make it 8-4, 7-5 Shakur instead of 9-3. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, I don't know. In real life is different. That's why I see how judges can mess things up sometimes. I mean, other times be blatant highway robberies, but
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah, like
And
I don't
that's
know.
why I asked that question because looking at it from a judge's standpoint, especially being paid by whatever promotion company, I could see
Mm-hmm.
why it'll be looking different because they could probably, like you
Mm-hmm.
said, you saw something completely different and you was there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And they
yeah.
all got different angles too, right? Like the
exactly,
judges.
yeah, different seats along the
Yeah,
ring. Yeah,
yeah.
But
that
you was
shit
talking
crazy.
about improving earlier, Blonde Faith. I wanted to ask you how you feel about Fundora, because I feel like he's improved a lot. Like as far as sometimes you learn in the ring, he's been doing that, and he even spoke on that. Like, yeah, he did a lot of learning in the ring as he went. I feel like after the Mendoza fight, he's improved a lot. I feel like he would beat Mendoza again, and I feel like this Thurman fight is gonna be tough. I don't know who I got yet, but I think Fundora has improved a lot.
I honestly think that Fundora was improving before the Mendoza fight. He just got lax and felt like he was winning the fight, which is easy to do, because it only take one, which everybody don't see it. But speaking to your point, I got Fundora stopping Thurman bad,
Yeah,
bad, and
bro.
and and I don't. Okay, I know you don't do like the triangle theory and all of that, but I just think, okay, I seen Lubin, I seen what can Thurman do that Lubin can't do? Or
Type shit.
what heart does Thurman have that Lubin didn't show me? Is Thurman more mobile right now? No. Is he quicker? No. Is he faster? No. Does he probably have the better IQ? Yeah. But can he get the front door? I don't know. Has Keith Thurman ever seen a front door in his hell no. So Keith Thurman likes to dip. He likes to dip, and that's just fun. I just see Fundora hitting him with them uppercuts, and I just see it being bad for Thurman, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I get the IQ, I understand, but that was a one time where he was one time when Danny Garcia and Sean Porter and all of that. That was back then. But I seen with a Manny Pacquiao how his movement outdid it. And if you aren't mobile enough to get away from a Manny Pacquiao who's smaller but quicker, then you can't get away from a bigger, longer Fundora when he's just going to chase you and constantly keep coming. Like, what's Thurman going to do to keep Fundora off of him, bro?
Mhm.
And that's why I think that fight is interesting, bro, because I don't think like it's hard for me to count Thurman out, but I don't like I just can't see him being able to do nothing against this guy, bro. Just me talking in reality, there's a lot I don't see a lot of fighters at 54 being able to do nothing against this guy, bro. Just to be honest. A lot of them, like he'll make it real tough for a lot of them.
I mean,
I might be jumping off the
there's
doctor,
a
but
couple dudes that's interesting. Like the dude who knocked out Tim Zoo. Like that's an interesting fight for me. Like I think
Who
he's
who knocked out Tim's? The only person that knocked out Tim Zoo was Fundora.
no
nah,
Bachman.
nah,
Oh,
nah.
Bachram. Yeah,
No,
Bachram. Yeah.
not
No,
Bach.
I forgot.
I thought his name was like Kata, whatever.
Nah, it's Bachram. Bachram Murtazalia. Yeah, I
There you go.
forgot.
Merch is there. You go. Merch is out. Yeah,
Yeah,
that dude.
murder.
That dude. And I'm not gonna lie. It might be a little bit of reach, but I like the skills of Xander Zayas, and
I do too.
I
I
always
do
looked at
too, bro.
Xander and Fundora like that. That fight right there is something to me. That fight is something.
Mhm.
Just the
It's a
skills that
reason.
they possess and they to me, mentality and heart is huge. Like your attributes and all of that is something, but if you ever been in the ring, like your mentality, your skills, your IQ, like you said, timing beats a lot,
Yeah.
but you got to be able to land those things. You got to be able to set them up. You got to be able to understand who you in front. IQ and your will and your skill, the heart is huge to me. Your mentality is huge. You can have the great skills, it's great boxes, but great boxes have hard times with dudes who go in there with just, I'm gonna kill you. I don't care what you did, how good you. I'm going in there to beat you up. And so a
Mm-hmm.
lot of boxers have trouble with those kind of. It's just the mentality of a killer. Like Crawford, he has the skills, but he's a killer. He's just a killer. I want to kill you. I have the patience enough to kill you. I don't have to just "Rah!" I have the patience enough to pick you apart and make you make the mistake so I can actually kill you. I don't want to just hurt you. I want to end you. And that's IQ. It takes a lot, especially in the ring. Y'all said, like you said, I
Facts.
had to fight one fight live, but when I'm watching it, so just imagine the fighters in the ring. You watching it. Imagine the fighters.
And
What
that's why
they
they
going
say
through.
every fighter who lost a close fight, even ones who didn't lose a close fight,
Hmm.
believe that they won. Cause it's like deception in a way. Like it's like
Unless you know you lost though. There's
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
there's some
yeah, yeah.
fights
Unless
you
you got TKO'd or KO'd or DQ'd or
yeah.
something,
Or you
then
just
it's
know
like
like yeah, you won, but it
you
was
gonna
close.
believe you won. It's like, and your
Yeah.
fanboys gonna believe you won. So it's just so crazy, bro.
Because you show heart. That's what I'm saying. If
Mhm.
you show heart,
Right.
like, and you show, I don't really care if you really
Yeah,
got beat. Like, you got in there and fought. Like, so, yeah, I rock with you still. But if you do the Charlo thing, it's just like, oh, bro.
100%. Or the Daniel
How do
Dubois.
y'all feel about Charlo callouts? How do y'all feel about that? How he came back and called everybody out at 54, and do y'all think it's some truth, or do y'all think it's cap, or
Do you hear anybody talking about it?
I think I heard the boxing scene talking about it. Um, Robert Garcia, Chris Algieri, but man, bro, like I don't know. I want Spence to stay retired, but if he doesn't, I want Spence versus Ryan Garcia,
nah,
man.
nah, 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 Charlo.
Spence
Okay,
versus Charlo.
yeah, nah, because Charlo was talking about fighting Spence. Um,
He did. You
Wait,
right?
wait, wait. Hold up. Charlo said he would fight Spence.
Yeah,
yeah, he
When he
hinted
I
said,
at
think
it.
so. If I'm
when he
not
He
said
hinted,
mistaken,
that,
I think he was on one of them slides too.
when he
think
said that.
I think it was
On the
on Twitter.
slides, he posted like
He
7 slides.
Hold on, because back in the day, Charlo said like they was
Yeah, they
sparring.
was
He said
cool.
he would never fight him, but Spence was like, "Yeah, I'll fight you."
hmm
But
I
Charlo
guess,
said he'd never fight him at that point. But now he calling him out after Spence been gone.
If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure he was
I,
on that list too, because
I
Spence
guess
was saying
Charlo
he was
ready
back at
now.
54.
Years later,
You ready for Spence after he got beat by your rival?
and
That's
he got
crazy,
into
bro.
a car crash and an eye injury and
I
freaking
ain't gonna lie, bro. That's corny to call out Spence, gang. I ain't gonna lie.
corny as hell, bro. I want Spence
But
to stay
but but bro,
retired, bro.
but bro, but bro, see, how is it corny though? Break your point of view down. How is it corny though?
Because I just told you years ago when they was training together, Charlo said, "Oh, I would never fight you. There's no reason. I'm never gonna fight my brother." And Earl Spence looked at him and was like, "I'll fight you. I'll beat your ass." That's what he said to his face. But Charlo was like, "Oh, I ain't fight. I ain't fighting you." But now all of a sudden you going, man, no, it don't make sense. Crawford called you out. You said Spence was gonna beat Crawford's ass and all of this, boom, boom, boom. You're gonna put the house on it. Did you put your house on it? No. On top of that, Crawford whooped your boy's ass and then jumped on the rope, grabbed his nuts, and said, "You next, bitch." And then Crawford gonna turn to the people and be like, "I don't know what he's talking about. He ain't in my weight class."
Right.
But then you gonna call out your boy after he got in a car wreck and got beat by the dude who grabbed his nuts and said, "You a bitch." Huh?
Dude's not
Like,
good for the
make it make
sport,
sense,
bro.
bro. Like, is you a idol or a rival or friend or
But
foe?
but
Like,
but
what is
how is
you,
it
bro?
corny though? If it's boxing, see, like to
No, because you
me,
said you my brother. That's like Shakur all of a sudden going, oh, now
but they clearly not cool no more. See,
that's why
I
it's
don't want to jump
corny,
out the
bro,
diving
because you
board in a
lied.
hundred.
That means you was lying. That's why Spence called him out. That's why it's corny, bro. You corny,
Mhm.
bro. You was talking about lions this, lions this. You got in the ring with Canelo. You turned into I can't say a kitty. I say a kitty cat, right?
Mhm.
You talking about lions. Oh, we Canelo. Ain't nobody scared of Canelo. Triple G this and da 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 da. You get in there and you turn into a kitty when y'all the lions, and then you say your brother this. I would never fight my brother. This is my brother. I came over to Derek James because of my brother. Forget the coach and blah blah blah. And now all of a sudden, after Spence go through everything, you calling out your brother. when Spence never really called you out though? Like you supposed to be supporting Spence in this type. Like, what do you want, bro? Like, what do you want, bro?
But in this to dive off into
Don't
another
call me
point.
your brother and then call me out,
I
bro.
listen. I agree with that, but then at the end of the day, bro, it's still boxing, bro. Like if somebody got a position or they got a name or whatever, bro. Me personally, I'm going after it, bro.
If
Like
we
G said,
agree
bro.
to it, but if we brothers, bro, and we agree to never fight, don't ever call me out on no social thing. But in my face, you're we brother, we brother. No, bro, you
Nah,
corny as hell,
I
bro.
completely agree. I
You corny
completely
as
agree,
hell,
but
bro.
I
Don't get in
completely
front of the
agree.
camera and turn it to somebody else for money, bro. Yes, corny as hell. We can get money together, bro. Don't you ever turn your back on me. Cause I ain't gonna do that to you. Don't call me your brother. You ain't my brother, bro. Don't ever do that, bro. That's code, bro. Don't ever call me your brother, and I'm not your brother, bro. Cause that's how stuff happen. Now I'm ready to beat your ass. Don't do that, bro.
Like he was
Facts.
5 years ago, however many years ago. But
It's just facts, bro. That's just code, bro.
Nah,
Don't
that's
ever
a
let
fact.
money, money,
But then
money
again,
don't come.
but then
Money
again,
don't
look,
come between your brother, bro.
Zab Judah said some shit earlier on Mill City, bro, and I completely agree, bro. When this war, bro, and this boxing and niggas don't understand, bro. Like it's still it's boxing, bro. Like you said,
So
bro,
when
it's
you go to
serious.
war, who
So
you want to go to
how is
war
you gonna
with?
play like that, right? So
Yeah.
anything goes, bro. Like people call Bill Haney corny for the move he pulled against Brian Norman. When I call it strategic, he bought his sparring partner.
Let me ask you something. When the
You
Charlo
feel me?
brothers,
Like, bro,
let
all
me
is
ask you something.
fair,
When the
bro.
Charlo brothers was going through their beef on social media, how did you feel? Did you think that was cool, or did you think it was corny?
Nah, cause they brothers, bro. Like, come on.
Thank you. What else I gotta say, bro? They was
Nah,
brothers,
that's
bro.
nah. Like I said, I agree with you, bro. But then you still got to look at it though. You feel me? It is boxing, bro, and they in the same division. I commend the guy, bro. He calling out the nigga that got his position. Simple. Like I don't know, bro. I
Why
like
he? How did he get your position? Hold on, bro. How did he get your
cause
position though?
they in the same sport.
All Earl
See,
Spence
you
did
feel
is
me?
move up. Look,
See,
all
and
Earl
this is
Spence
another.
did is move up, and he ain't even fight. So you threatened by Earl Spence, he ain't even fight. He didn't call you out. He just moved up to your division. The reason you're not the king of division because you haven't been fighting. You, not Earl.
Facts.
It's still on Charlo. He's corny, bro.
So you saying all of the call outs is corny, period. His whole little call out thing is corny.
Because who's he fighting?
I agree. Okay. I get your
And the
point of view.
nigga that jumped on the rope and grabbed his balls and said, "You a bitch and you next," you said, "Oh, he ain't in my weight division." But he just beat up your boy. And he just beat up Madrimov in your weight division. Where were you? Come on, bro. We warriors in the ring, bro. We don't do this politics stuff, bro. We don't do all of that. It is what it is, bro. As a man, you a man, bro. I'ma stand as a man. If you're a fighter, I'm a warrior. You stand as a warrior. That is, bro. You live and die by that, bro. You live and die by that. You don't let money come in between none of that, bro. You don't let a female come in between none of that, bro. You don't let your emotions come in between that because you talk it out as men. I can call you if Spence and Crawford can talk it out on the phone. How Charlo can't call Spence?
So you feel like a lot of these boxers nowadays aren't true warriors. That's basically what you saying. Because a
Yeah, they're
lot of these
100%.
social
boxers
media
have
warriors, bro. They're social media
100%.
warriors.
okay.
They ruining the sport. Like Charlo spending all his time in recess or whatever they want to call it, and he not fighting nobody. Tank doing the same thing. Mind you,
Thank
he
you.
had the legal issues. Pray everything go well with that. But
Man, that's
it's
a whole
like these,
different story. Don't bring that up.
yeah,
He
but
always have legal issues when it's a fight. He don't want to fight.
it's like these dudes. It's like these dudes is doing anything but trying to contend for these titles. And that's what it's all about. That's what we want to see. We want to see a champion. We want to have a champion. We want our champion to be active until our next one comes.
Facts.
So it's like, yeah, man, these dudes is they robbing us as the fans from that.
Hmm.
Um, so it is what it is. This is what you get. You get other boxing events popping off, brand risk and stuff. I enjoy that shit. You get people saying, "Oh, the titles don't matter." Whole time they do matter, but they accepting interims for the time being.
Who started that titles don't matter thing though? I felt like it was fighters on it. That's what I'm saying. It's the social media. The real fighters are fighting, bro. and they're really not getting the accolades. It's the guys with the names that's only fighting once or twice a year, for
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
But the guys that's really fighting, that's keeping it, they ain't nobody like Abdullah Mason. That boy is fighting.
yeah.
Facts. He's active.
That boy is fighting and
And we
taking
loving it.
all smoke. Like I like that. Like I like Xander again. I like fighters that's gonna
Yeah,
fight. Bruce Carrington, I like fight, bro.
yeah.
Just fight. Like you
I
ain't gotta
like
call out the
Pacheco
big
too, bro. I
names.
like Diego Pacheco,
Yeah, I
bro.
like Pacheco, despite the
Pacheco, bro. That nigga is active, bro. That nigga be
yeah,
active,
I like
bro.
Pacheco.
Anybody who's active,
Robert
I
Dawson.
like, bro. Dubois, just keep
Yeah,
fighting,
Dubois. I
bro.
like Dubois too.
Hey,
I
bro,
like
I don't,
Dubois,
I
bro.
Uh,
don't
He
care about.
active, bro.
He's
nah,
chasing
bro.
greatness,
Come
bro. I
on,
like
man.
it.
Yeah,
Just keep
Dubois
Come
fighting.
on.
active.
Why you say no? Why you say no,
Nah,
bro?
cause you just was saying that you was all about Will and stuff, all this stuff that I'm also about. But we gotta be honest, Dubois has quit before.
And he
That's
went after
fact.
the dude that
He
made him quit
has.
and got stopped. He tried it again, bro.
Nah, this last fight he quit for
Nah, what
sure.
about the Joe Joyce joint though? Like, I know it's an orbital. It's an orbital. But it's like I feel like his mentality is like that of a quitter in the sense, or that of a person who gonna take the out rather than fight to the death. You know, and that's why I don't like Dubois. I feel like he's robbing us of that
Yeah.
because he could be a great champion.
But I
Mm,
feel like he's taking on those
good
fights
point.
though. He's just not there yet. I mean, he just look. He's taking on the fights. He could be a Jared Anderson. I thought Jared Anderson was going to beat him once,
Yeah, we all
but
did. A lot
but
of us.
We all did.
at least Dubois is taking on the. Look at the names Dubois is fighting. Look at who he's
Well,
calling out, and he's fighting them though. He ain't just calling them out. He go and fight him. He went and fought Usyk twice though. So
Uh,
regardless if you got quit, he really went and did it though. Jared
that's what
Anderson
I'm
quit on a
saying.
dude we never. A dude hit his elbow and Jared Anderson was like, "Yeah, I'm done." And I think I
Okay.
was super high on Jared Anderson,
The
but
dude, I was too. I mean, he was repping Toledo. He had the look. He had the hands. But that's besides the point for now. Daniel Dubois was getting paid 70 million for the rematch. Of course, he was going to come back.
who else is he gonna fight though? You think he's not
He
gonna
can
fight
fight
again?
Caballero. He not going to fight Caballero because Caballero going to make him quit by the fourth round.
Nah, Caballero need to fight Moses, gang. I ain't gonna lie, that's the fight, bro.
Yeah, that would be a tremendous fight.
That's the
that
But
would
is
fight,
be.
bro.
I like that fight.
Is Moses really ready for Caballero? Like
I don't
in
think so. I
reality,
don't know.
Let's
That's
in
see.
reality, right
that's a
now,
tall task.
Let's see.
Well, honestly, I think
Yeah,
this, bro. When I really look at the fights,
yeah,
I
bro.
like to strip this shit down to the bare minimums. We
yeah.
can say Caballero, he's been there, but I think if like I said about Dillian White before that fight, bro, and I don't want to say I'm going off of that narrative, right? But just hear me out.
Hmm.
If Moses is really what we think he is from what we
Hmm.
saw,
Yeah.
then he should have no problem with Caballero. Because
Ah,
and this is why, bro. I think
I don't know,
listen,
I'm
bro.
listening.
this
I'm
I
listening.
think I but listen, just hear me out real quick. I think Usyk is one of the toughest fights for Moses because of his style, bro. If he's what we think he is, his style is gonna be resilient to those heavyweights because he already like they're slower. He's 10 steps ahead of those guys. If that Dillian White was a preview of what he actually is, bro, that nigga is gonna be dangerous, bro. Cause he's quick to get you done and quick to get you out of there, no matter the stage. Like he was on the biggest stage so far of his career. So for him
But
to
it is
perform
Dillian White.
that
It is
well,
Dillian White though, bro.
but
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 bro,
that well though.
It is Dillian
it
White
is
though,
it's
bro.
it is a whatever old. I don't know if he 36, 37, 38. I don't know.
Nah,
But
he
it's
old for sure. He old.
it's a old Dillian White, but Dillian is a very accomplished British heavyweight, bro. He
No,
went
see, look, I'm not even. No,
But look
look,
at
see,
that
look,
division. It's
see,
only a
look,
couple
look,
young
look, look,
guys
look,
there. It's only a
and
couple
look,
young guys there, bro, that he
bro,
can
he
fight.
did what
and
he
that's what,
look, look, look.
and that's why I think those are the tougher fights for him because they're younger. I think though
Yeah,
the standard heavyweight at that division, he's
yeah,
wiping them, bro.
yeah.
Because look,
Bro,
I'm not looking
Agreed.
at listen, I'm
Agreed.
not looking at the picture as a whole. I'm looking at the work of the artist.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
work of the
and
artist.
that's the
yeah.
problem. You trying to rush my dude Moses, bro. He not ready for Caballero. He not ready for Usyk. Not right now, bro. He need like one more year,
No, I
bro.
don't think Usyk for sure. Hell no. But
Yeah,
I think Caballero because Caballero is just a little bit better than a standard heavyweight to me.
Hey
Just to
Kai.
me.
Hey Kai. Who?
Yeah.
So 2026. Actually, matter of fact, okay, you got one more. Let's say one more fight for Moses this year, and then the
Okay.
next two fights in
Yeah.
2026. Who
Yeah.
would you have him? Who would you have him go against to build
Uh.
them up? Then
Yeah. Justice Hooney, end of this year. Start of next year, we gonna give him Fabio, depending on if he wins versus Joseph Parker, and then we give him Dubois, and then we could go Parker or Caballero.
you say you think Warley first and then Dubois.
I think Warley first and then Dubois, or we could do Ergovich end of this year. That's a
I like
great
Herkovich.
I like that
a
fight.
great fight. But
I
I feel
like
like
that fight.
Ergovich before, and to your point, I feel like Ergovich don't bring that skill. He don't match Moses' skill. Like I feel
But
like
he brings the dog though. He
yeah,
needs
he
that
brings
kind
the
of
dog,
fight.
he brings the pedigree, he brings a name to an extent. But all right, so
I like Michael Hunter, but he's got to fight Bacoli.
oh yeah, I don't even
I
know
like
Michael.
Michael Hunter too.
Michael
Man,
Hunter's a
I
great
like
fight because he can
Bacoli too,
move
bro.
and
I
yeah.
like Bacoli for a
gotta
super
check up
champ.
on bro, Michael Hunter.
But see, well, he already beat Bacoli. But this is the thing. Like, okay, so Moses can move. Caballero can somewhat move, and it.
Mhm.
But outside of them, like, what young fighters you got to put them against? Like, they all old for real.
Right.
Like the whole division is like on their way out.
Oh, foreign, Terramana. Yeah, you don't
The
know who
big,
that is?
the big dude.
Yeah,
Nah, I don't know who that is. I'm not big on
the
him.
big New Zealand dude.
Wait, but
I'm
what's his
finna look him
record?
up right now.
He's
He
super
like
young though, right? What's
so
his
I'm
record?
saying I don't even know. I don't even want to lie, bro.
See, but that's
Uh,
what I'm saying. I don't want to see
I only
Moses
seen him
against
like
another young
twice.
guy.
yo, he nice. He nice.
They all
Um,
look nice in the beginning.
right. That's what I'm saying. Y'all know that, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But we talking about Moses and his pedigree and Caballero and their where
But
they're at. They can
Moses,
only go up. All they got is to fight the old dudes and knock them off,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like that's all they got for real. Unless they fight each other. Like that's it. They got to keep knocking off the old guys, then wind up fighting each other to fight Usyk if Usyk's still the dude.
And the way
Cause
Usyk is performing, shoot, age ain't nothing but a number. So
but
I
who
guess
you gonna
so.
give Usyk right now?
I
Because
want Usyk to.
Parker got to fight. So
Yeah,
do
I
you give?
want Usyk to retire too. If he got nobody left to fight, he cleaned out everything. He cleaned out everything. He beat AJ. He beat Fury twice.
Matter of fact, I like Big Baby Miller versus Moses next. I
That's a
like
good
that fight.
fight,
I
bro.
like it. I like no, I like it. I
Hey,
will
hey,
watch it.
foreign, hey, foreign. You on to something, gang? I ain't gonna lie, bro. You on to something with that
That's
one,
I just
bro.
thought
another
about that.
Dillian White. That's another
And look,
Dillian
No,
White.
and
no,
look, and
he's
look. Hold on,
younger
hold on, hold
and
on, hold on. Hear
tougher
me out.
and durable.
Hear me out real quick.
Yo,
I like. Listen,
Yeah.
to put him through the real gauntlet, right? To really see if his skills is that. I like Big Baby Miller, and I like Andy Ruiz Jr., and then I
Yeah.
like Usyk after that.
hold on.
Nah.
You was cash for a second, foreign, and then you
No,
went
no, no. But look,
way.
the reason why I say Big Baby Miller and then Ruiz is because if he white Big Baby Miller, Ruiz is another level from Big Baby Miller. If we let's be honest, he's a higher level than Big Baby Miller, and
When
that
the
would be an
last time
even
you
better
seen
test,
Ruiz?
huh?
Ruiz's last fight was Miller, bro.
And
That was
and he
like three
beat
years
him.
ago. That was 3 years ago, bro.
Oh, you right. He has been inactive. You right. You right.
Yo, we
You right.
gotta remember, bro.
You right.
These is not the days of Riddick Bowe where you could be kind of fat and still be like super,
Yeah,
like
nah, that ain't it.
skilled
But
and
look, but
weaving.
that's why I
Like,
say he
bro,
beat.
that's why Usyk be weighing in at 229. Like, same as Moses weighing in at 240. You know, they not coming in at 260, 280, bro. So it's like, I don't
I
know,
say
bro.
Moses
he
just
beat.
moved, bro.
I
He
say
I
moved
feel
Moses
like
beat
different though.
every standard heavyweight.
he
I
need a
said that,
slick
but that's why
guy.
I'm saying we still got to see it though. We can't just go off of him beating Dillian White and just say,
Mhm.
"Oh, let's throw him to the fucking
Right.
wolves." No, we
Yeah.
still gotta. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like it, bro. I'm thinking about as far as moving his career in a proper way. Like as far as you feel me, leveling
Yeah.
him up.
No,
I'm going from
that big baby Miller is a great. I ain't gonna lie, foreign.
yeah, that's a great
That's a
fight.
great
That's a
fight,
great
bro.
fight. Next, that's a great ass fight. Cause
And
we know
then you
Big
know
Baby Miller
what?
gonna
They
come
should
to
do
bring it.
Bacoli. They should do Bacoli after that. If he get past that, then
Oh
it's
yeah,
Yo,
yeah,
heavy.
yeah. I
It's
agree with that
Caballero
too.
Usyk, bro. It's Caballero Usyk. Or just put him through the ringer. Go at Big Baby Miller, Caballero, and give him Zhang.
Eee! No. Zhang,
Ah.
Zhang after Big Baby Miller. Zhang after Big Baby.
Yo, I feel like he wrecks Zhang, bro. Like Zhang is
That's what,
40.
bro. If he
Zhang is
wrecks Zhang,
42.
you got to give him Parker, and he's
Well then,
Usyk. And then he
okay.
goes to Usyk.
If we
Then
feel
he's
like
that nigga. Then he's that
if
But
nigga. He
look,
beat everybody.
no, but look, if we feel like he wrecks Zhang, right, then throw him Zhang first and then Big Baby Miller.
Nah. Big Baby's the fight, bro. You nailed
I
it, bro. I
like
ain't
that.
gonna
I
lie,
like
bro.
that order. I like that order for it. I like that. I like that better than Hergovich Wardley or Hergovich.
Yeah. I
All
don't.
right,
Yeah,
say it again. Say it again. Say the order.
I think it should go shit. Fuck it, Big Baby Miller,
Yep.
Zili Zhang, Caballero, and then Usyk. That's the ringer.
I like that. I
What
like
That's
that.
the
about Parker?
heavyweight ringer right there.
Right.
You
You
ain't throwing
missing
Parker in
Parker.
there?
You missing Parker, but
You
I
gotta
like
throw Parker in there, bro.
I
He's
mean,
real. Parker really should be fighting Usyk for real.
he
I feel like
should.
they
Yeah,
robbing
no,
Parker,
no.
bro.
That's the fight. But I feel like Parker needs and deserves that fight. Usyk doesn't need and doesn't deserve to give him that.
But
Well, he
there,
does.
but
He does it.
Parker's looking at another fight right
Joseph
now.
Parker before Caballero for sure. You right. I'm tweaking
Joseph
for
Parker is
sure.
like the last step before Usyk
Yeah,
because
for sure.
honestly,
Right before
Right,
Usyk.
right. 100%.
yeah.
100%. As far as heavyweight skill and pedigree
I
and
mean, he
yeah,
beat everybody,
Oh
bro.
yeah,
He
hey,
beat
you know
yeah.
what? Hey, bro, I be
Parker's
confusing
him.
Joseph Parker with Joe Joyce. Nigga, Joseph Parker, yeah, hell yeah. Hey, no, because like the
Yo.
names and
Joseph Parker is
like I
him,
be
bro.
confusing them, bro. But you're right. Joseph Parker is the Australian. Yeah, that nigga's a
Yeah,
dog. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there
God.
you go.
he him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
he
nigga
him.
is
Bro, he
a
just stopped
dog. I
McCauley,
like that
bro.
nigga. Yeah.
He stopped
Yeah.
He
McCauley
stopped. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He punched him in the head on
in the
top of
Yeah,
the
top of
head.
the
Joseph
head,
Parker for
Damn,
bro.
sure. Hey, matter of fact, I think Joseph Parker might be besides Usyk, that might be Moses' toughest fight, bro. Cause that
serious. Yeah,
nigga
That's what
is
I'm
skilled,
saying.
bro.
serious.
Yeah, that
Facts.
nigga is
Serious.
skilled. That nigga is a dog. I forgot about that nigga. I be
Parker
confusing
should
him.
have had the Usyk fight, but from what I
You
hear,
right, bro.
they're trying to make a I forget who he's fight. It's Parker somebody, but they're trying to make another fight for Parker.
You
But
are
that's what I'm
right,
saying.
bro.
No, he's the mandatory, I think, for
He
the
should. That's what I'm
WBO.
saying. He should be fighting
But
Usyk, bro.
he deserves that fight.
He deserves the fight, bro.
Every fan would
Hey,
tell
you
you
know what's
that.
crazy?
But
I
Facts.
wonder. Hey, you know what? You guys are fucking right, bro. Because I
but
remember at that point
Usyk don't need
when
to give
Daniel
him that fight though.
listen, when Daniel
Bro,
Dubois
he's
stepped into the
mandatory, bro. How
ring,
do you not?
when Daniel Dubois stepped into the ring, I remember that was the big backlash that there was other people in line before
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
niggas is right. I forgot about that shit. You
Yeah.
right.
I
Yeah.
wasn't mad at the Dubois rematch though, not at all.
Nah,
Cause
hell no.
I
I
get
would
it.
have rather have saw the Joseph Parker fight than the Dubois rematch. We knew what he was
I
gonna do.
mean, yeah, in hindsight, but
Nah, bro.
I
Even in
feel like,
foresight.
bro, everybody was in G's panel saying that Dubois was going to stop
Man,
him or
hell
something
no,
like.
bro.
Bro, y'all was tripping. I didn't want to come in here and say that. I'm like, bro, y'all really gonna count the Ukrainian out? But y'all
Bro.
talk about
Yo, that's crazy.
the last
Hey,
stomach shot
I
it
forget
was the
about Joseph
flu.
Parker so much, bro. Like I'm telling you, I confuse him with the big nigga Joe Joyce so much that I don't even be trying
You
to think
tripping.
about Joseph Parker, bro. Cause I don't like Joe Joyce for real, for real. So I don't be
Nah,
trying
I
to think
don't
about him.
either,
But
bro.
nigga, Joseph Parker is probably Usyk's toughest fight for sure.
Parker is like the black
Easily.
horse. He's like the black
Parker's
horse in
Yeah,
him.
the
that
Parker's
nigga
division.
him,
is
bro.
his
He
toughest
beat
fight
For
for
real.
sure.
Wilder.
He beat
He
all of them, bro.
he
Except for
surgically
AJ. Except for AJ.
he surgically beat Zhang. Right, the only dude he didn't beat was AJ. So,
AJ.
but look who did beat AJ twice. Look who did beat Fury
Twice.
twice. Like I think Usyk is time for him to hang it up. I think.
No, because look, if Usyk wants to
Now
be
you're right.
considered
You're right. We
if
need that
Usyk
Joe
wants to be
Parker Joe.
considered a
We
great,
need
right?
that. We need that. We
He
need that.
has to fight some of the young guys in order to be considered a great. Because there's always going to be this. He only fought the guys in the heavyweight. Yeah, he did he already did the cruiserweight undisputed. But when he went up, he beat the names. but he only beat the old names. He never fought the young guys. So that's
Nah, to
always
be
gonna be like
honest,
an asterisk on his name. If he fights like a Caballero or like a Moses, something like that, and beats one of them,
hey, what?
then
Hold on,
then I
bro.
would quit.
Hey, yo, we tripping. Joseph Parker is fighting Fabio Warley. That's a fight.
See, that's what I was
Yeah,
saying. That's
yeah,
what I was
That's
yeah,
a
saying.
fucking
But
yeah,
fight.
Parker
yeah.
should be fighting Usyk.
That's a fight. But
Well,
bro,
well,
nah,
well,
bro. I'm
well.
gonna be
Let's
honest,
let's
bro.
touch on that
We
fight
can't.
real quick. Let's touch on that Warley Parker fight real quick, man.
Hey,
Real
I'm
quick.
not gonna lie, bro. That shit, I slight touched on that shit the last G Live, bro. But I'm not gonna lie. That is like that can be fight of the year type shit, bro. Them niggas, they both like elusive heavyweights that can really do damage. Like them, and that fight
Yo,
is
when you
gonna turn
first
into a
said
fight.
that, I thought you was capping. But now that I think about it, no, you did as right, bro.
Nah, bro, for real, bro,
No, that
nigga,
could be
like
fight of the year, bro. You right.
exact, bro, and because of their mentalities to me, bro. Both of them niggas is not finna try to lose to each other.
No, he's right,
You
bro.
feel
That could
me?
be
Bro,
a crazy
Like,
fight, bro.
nigga,
that
this
Jigga,
can be
bro,
like,
that Jigga Wardley, bro, son, bro,
Crazy,
bro,
crazy.
you could take that man's eye out. He gonna be like, "What's next?" Like, yo, bro, it's crazy with that dude, bro.
And the way Warley just did his last rematch, like, yo, they thought it was gonna be another war. He went out there and just iron dude, put him on the iron
yeah,
board
he
and
flattened
creased
that
him.
nigga.
He
He put him on a
creased boy. Like
Yo,
fucking
he
stretcher.
creased boy,
yo, bro,
creased him and
He
hung
put
him up
that
for the
nigga on a
next day.
stretcher.
Like, yo, go to
The
church,
Hooney
gang.
nigga,
Like, this is
yeah, that
over.
Hooney dude.
oh
He put
yeah,
that
nah,
Hooney nigga
Hooney.
Oh my God,
Hooney.
yo.
But look, but
Platter.
look, but Hooney was, you feel me, like safely outboxing him for the first 10 rounds. I mean, for the majority of the fight up until the
Bro, and
knockout.
that but look, young Kai, to dive into your point with the fight with Joseph Parker, that's why that fight can be fight of the year because Fabio Worley's gonna make that nigga Joseph Parker fight, bro.
Yeah.
Like Fabio Worley's not gonna try to stand there, try to box. He's
Mhm.
gonna try to be the first to punch and beat him to the punch. Like
Yeah,
this nigga.
But Parker
And then and then
can
and then the
box
thing
though,
about
bro.
Joseph Parker that I like is Joseph Parker is able
right,
to turn it up to a whole nother gear. You feel me?
Facts.
Like, nigga,
Facts.
this fight is gonna be wild, bro. Like,
right,
I ain't
right.
gonna
Hey,
lie, this fight gonna be wild, bro.
Salute to G birthday. This would, hey, not
Come
to promote
on,
nothing, but
Hyundai.
Yep, the hen
For
dog.
the
But nah,
homie
bro, this
B-Day,
fight gonna be
man.
stupid, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That fight is gonna be fucking stupid, bro. I can't even pick a
Yo,
winner, bro.
So who y'all got? Who y'all got?
Listen, I can't pick a winner because Fabio Worley's gonna make Joseph Parker fight, but I don't know. I was saying this last time. I don't know whose chin is better. You feel me? Who's gonna be able to take more? And I
but
think
Joe
I
was
don't
taking
know.
stuff from Zhang. Remember, Zhang dropped him, I think, a few times.
But I think,
Zhang
bro, yeah.
Zhang dropped
But
him like
Zhang is
once or
way bigger than
twice.
Fabio Worley, though.
Bro,
Way
Parker
bigger.
beat Zhang. He
But
beat
but Warley
Bacoli.
but
He
Warley hit
beat.
like he as big as Zhang. So you feel me? So it's like, bro, we don't
But
know.
I'm
Like,
just saying, Parker already went through all of those guys. But Warley's fast though. It's not the power. It's like his speed and his awkwardness.
Yeah, his output. Yeah,
mhm.
this is a machine. That nigga's a machine, bro.
Well,
I
you
I ain't
like
saying
gonna
that
lie,
for,
shit.
bro. I got Parker, bro. I got Parker decision.
I do too. I do too, but I don't think it's going to the cars. I think Parker stops some late rounds, like 8 to 10.
Word.
Yeah. I think Parker's just too surgical, bro, and he's getting better despite the age. Like, I feel like he's better at picking his shots. He's accurate. He's tough. I feel like ever since, what fight did he improve?
Right after AJ.
AJ. Yeah, he did
Yeah,
fight AJ. I feel like
right
right
after
after the AJ
and I
fight,
think
he
that
improved
AJ
a
fight
lot, bro.
he was young.
Yeah.
He was hella young.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
super young. So,
And he was doing good in the fight too. If you remember, he
Yeah, he
wasn't doing
was.
bad in the AJ fight.
so
It
yeah.
was just too much for him.
Parker's really good, man.
That
He
was a
really
different
is.
AJ.
How y'all feel about the y'all Benavidez? Does it go 6? Does it go 10? How y'all? What y'all
I
think?
think I think that's another fight where it's gonna be hard for Benavidez to look good because of what Yard is gonna bring, and I think that that's gonna be a fight where we're gonna have to really look at the work of the artist instead of the picture that's painted. For real, because I
Yeah.
think I think Benavidez gonna pull out a lot of different shit, and I think it's gonna be hard to stop Yard, bro.
Mm.
Honestly,
I love
So
that
you what
crazy.
you think decision? You think decision or
yeah,
what?
yeah, hell yeah, Benavidez 12 UD easy, but I think he gonna have to do some like no, not 12 UD. I think majority decision 8-4, 9-3, some
Mm.
shit like
Yo,
that.
keep in mind, since being at 75, Benavidez hasn't stopped anyone. So
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be tough to stop.
probably probably won't stop
Yard.
Yard, but Yard does have a gas tank, and Benavidez has a killer instinct.
Fact.
Yard
Mm-hmm.
has a bad
Mm-hmm.
gas tank, and
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez has a killer
Yeah,
instinct. So
I get what you're saying.
we'll see, man. Might be his first stoppage at
You know,
75, but
I think y'all's gas tank is all again. I think that goes to his mentality because I've seen him go 12 with Arthur.
Lyndon Arthur, yeah.
I've seen him, but I think it was just his nervousness, and I think it was just he was just too I think he just burned out his gas too early.
Hmm.
Honestly, he probably would have did better, but yeah, he does have that and that muscle. But if you seen him, he has slimmed down. I don't know if you've seen him lately.
Yeah, he has.
Okay. Nah, I ain't
He
seen
ain't
him.
as bulky as he used to be. He's a lot slimmer.
I ain't seen him.
So maybe they addressed that. I don't know because we haven't seen him since. But if you next time you look at him, like you're gonna know like he's way slimmer. Like even in his last interview, I think they talked about it.
The
Yeah.
reason why I got Benavidez though, by without a doubt, in this fight beating Yard is because I think he's gonna be better on the fly at making the adjustments. He gonna be able to adjust quicker than Yard is. He gonna be able to pick up on what Yard is doing and capitalize on that shit before Yard is able to capitalize on his mistakes. And I just think that Yard has a way that he can make this fight tough because we have saw him go long distance with huge punchers. So we not questioning his chin. That's not the question. It's his gas
Hmm.
tank for sure. Because I think if
Mhm.
he try to go for the knockout and he don't come in there with a game plan and he just fight like he's fighting like in the street, Benavidez stops him. But I think if he come in there with a strict game plan, it's gonna last as long as he make it last. It's gonna be a good fight though because I think that
Mhm.
Yard is coming to win as long as the fight lasts. So we
Hmm.
know it's gonna be a good fight. Yard ain't coming to
Mhm.
quit. He's not coming to try to just
Facts.
score points like other dudes. They be intimidated by
Facts.
Benavidez's resume or his name. Yard is gonna come to win like he's truly coming to win. So it's gonna be a good fight as long as it
And you
lasts.
know
But I
what?
just think
You just said
Benavidez got
something.
too much for him.
You just said something for him. You know what? I don't think y'all is intimidated by Benavidez.
Exactly.
So that might play into the fight too, bro. Because I think he was a little intimidated by Better, but
Hell yeah.
I don't think he intimidated by David.
And you know
So that
what?
might
Just
Well,
to test into
was he
that.
intimidated by Kovalev?
no. I think he was just young and green, and I think it was just the lights, the experience. He never been there before.
Okay.
You know, you gotta remember, y'all ain't really had a good amateur career. He ain't really been around the world and faced all. You know, he been in camps with a lot of dudes.
Hmm.
You know, but he really only had his coaches and how he got in. But that Kovalev was his first time, and if you remember, he almost stopped Kovalev. But
He
Facts.
again, he
did.
kind of blew his wad because he don't he don't ha- he's learning on the fly. He didn't understand, hey, I can wear this dude down and then explode later. But
Hmm.
he saw it and just and his coaches never been there, and they was like, go for it, go for it. They pushed him for 2 rounds and then he blew it.
Mm.
So it was the whole team. It was a whole team failure. And
And
they
blind faith, that's why I say adjustments because when I look at fights, I really take a deep dive into fights, I look at not only just the fighters but the corner. And I think Benavidez Senior has been there before. Like you said, like he's gonna be able to tell him what to do and he's gonna execute it perfectly. It's a
Mhm.
like come on, it's levels to it. And I just think the levels will show, but I think that Yard, like I said, bro, I think that Yard has a good puncher's chance because it's not gonna be like any other
Right.
Benavidez fight. It's gonna be a completely different fight with the way Yard with the way I see Yard approaching this fight. It's gonna be a completely different fight from any other fight. Yard is
Mm-hmm.
actually gonna press the issue with Benavidez. If we really look at Benavidez's past fights, he's usually pressing the issue, choosing how he wants it to be. This fight, he's gonna have,
You don't feel like Morrell pressed the issue a little bit?
nah, and I think that if you go back and you look at my takes on that fight, I think Morrell should have pressed the issue. He let Benavidez dictate that entire fight. That's why he
Mm-hmm.
lost. He let
Mm-hmm.
Benavidez pin him into the corner. He
I
let
feel like
Benavidez.
I feel
You
like
feel me?
Morrell did some great counterpunching though at times in that fight where
But look,
one of
Kai.
them
No, but
That's
I
what I'm
get what you're
saying.
couple
saying,
few
though.
rounds.
I get
But
what you're
Kai, that's what
saying,
I'm
though.
saying though. Morrell is not a counter puncher.
Right, I
Mhm.
get what you're
Let's
saying,
really
though.
talk about it. Let's
Right,
really
I
I
get
break
got
it
what you're
down.
saying.
Morrell is not nowhere near a counter puncher. So
yeah.
the fact that he was counter punching in that fight, and he was fighting off the back foot more than
Right.
he usually does.
Yeah.
Means you
Morrell
got to do
Yeah.
didn't
something
dictate
that you're
that fight
not
at
used to
all.
doing.
All
Yeah,
right. No, you should have
Yeah.
been more active. Definitely,
yeah.
Morrell.
No, I get that.
Um,
And look,
That's a
that's
good
why I
point.
think this fight is going to be different because Yard is going to be more active. Yard is
Mm.
active. So it's going to be a different fight just in the whole because Benavidez ain't used to dudes being as active as him or more active than him. Like Benavidez is gonna have to
Mm.
Benavidez might have to slow this dude down and choose his spots and pick this dude apart for a second and then ramp it up on him. That's what I
but
think
Who do
Benavidez
y'all
could do.
think is the better boxer out of them two?
Benavidez by a long shot, bro.
yeah, I would say
Benavidez
Benavidez.
Benavidez by a long
I
shot,
mean, if
bro.
we talking defense, honestly, like I hate Yard's gas tank, but I would say Yard has better defensive techniques, but they never hold up. So yeah, but
Mm.
I would say all around Benavidez.
I would
Um,
say
Y'all
I
think
would say
Benavidez is technically smarter than Yard?
more technically sound, hell yeah.
Okay.
I think if you strip
yeah,
these two down,
yeah.
Benavidez has like the level difference of just basics alone, just basics, like the basic fundamentals of boxing. Benavidez
Mm-hmm.
is like 5, 6, 7 levels ahead of Yard. That's just my opinion. If you
And,
strip
and,
them
and
down just to the basics,
if you look at the way Benavidez trains, right, and that's why most of what wins the fight is outside the ring, is what was done in camp, is your mentality, is your mindset approaching the fight. Benavidez trains hard. He knows what to do. His favorite fighter is Manny Pacquiao. He is around a boxing family. Jose Benavidez, senior, Jose Benavidez Jr., his brothers. He came up sparring Gennady Golovkin at 16 years old while he was still fat. So
Right.
it's like, bro, Benavidez is a student of the game. He refuses to lose, and I think it's just going to be another one of them type of nights where he
hey Kai,
just
you touched on a good point, bro.
shows up.
You said a lot of the fight is won before the fight, and I
Yeah,
completely agree. And that's why I got a question. What do y'all think about the Brian Thurman and Devin Haney fight? I ain't heard y'all take.
yeah, I was going to bring that up too. Ah man.
Go ahead, Kai. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, but why'd you preface like this like the talk about this fight with every with
Because
most things being preparation?
you said a lot of the fight is won before the fight, and
Yeah,
I just like who coming into this fight just off of what he's saying. I know it's a long time
yeah.
away, and but just off of what's been displayed, who do you like? Who y'all rolling with
Sure. I
early?
mean, like a lot of people probably seeing Brian Norman's strength. They got recency bias because of the Sasaki knockout and the Cuevas knockout and the Santillan knockout. Yeah, it all looks pretty. It all is in great succession to each other. But we're forgetting Devin Haney's resume. Like, it's like you hiring a nigga for a job. You got two dudes, and you like, okay, this dude, dang, he just worked for like three great airlines straight. But this dude, he worked for like 10 airlines who was above them, the parent company. So it's like, who you gonna hire at that point? So it's like Haney, bro, he fought Gamboa. He fought a hard Linares. Pause. He fought uh a bunch of these like top pedigree guys. Dang, it's more Lomachenko, and he beat Lomachenko. To me, a lot of people didn't, but he fought a great fight versus Lomachenko, a legend. It's like Brian Norman ain't do none of that. So I feel like that's what's going to carry him over through the fight. Yes, Norman is strong. Yes, Norman is a prince at welterweight. But I think Devin is a king at boxing. So
What you think, Blind Faith? Who you rolling with?
Um, yo, that's a tough fight. I ain't gonna lie. I want to say it's a 50-50 fight, but yo, so my brain says Devin, just because I never seen Norman deal with a Devin Haney, but Devin Haney never been at a 147 with a Brian Norman, who a champ and hungry and thinks and believes in himself that he's gonna knock out a Devin Haney.
Right.
So it's just the aspects are so wide on the spectrum. As far as like in the ring, I just keep going back to, yeah, the video with Brian Norman jumping rope, that looked great and everything, but I never seen him do that in the ring. So
yeah.
yeah, it's great to do stuff in the gym and look at the boot. They say that boy ain't got fit. Well, yeah, are you doing that with somebody punching on you or no? I ain't never see you do that. And Devin Haney can move. Devin Haney again is another gym rat. Devin Haney is all about legacy. Devin Haney is someone who don't back down. So yeah, he's kind of like, people don't look at him like a mean guy like Norman, but Devin Haney always been getting kicked out of schools for fighting. He's not scared to fight. When Norman's pressed him, he was right there. He was the one who pushed. Like, boy, who you? So Devin Haney got that in him. And I always said Devin Haney's best weight class will be 147 because he
Mm.
starved himself. He was the youngest one and he stayed down there, 130 for the longest time. That's why he moved up. But we never seen him here. But I think Devin Haney will shine at 147. Will he shine against Norman? I don't know.
Hey, I got a question for
I
y'all.
don't
With
know.
that, with all of that being said, right? So we see how Devin Haney could win, but what way do y'all think Brian Norman could win this fight? Like, how can y'all see Brian Norman winning this fight?
Pressure.
I actually, and this may sound crazy, I actually think Brian Norman wins this fight by uh practicing distance, by in, intentionally focusing on how he can get the strongest, most powerful punch from the furthest distance, or from not the furthest distance, but from the best distance, to where Devin can't use his jab, but he can still land like the equalizer. So I think,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I feel like Brian. I feel like
He
Brian.
should practice being in his range.
Yeah, in his range, and then like trying to find the equalizer and being accurate and getting Devin out of there.
How
Yeah,
does he do that, Kai?
Keeping
How
Devin
does he?
Haney in
But
his
how
range.
does he do that, Kai? It sounds great,
Um,
but how does he do that?
yeah. Let's look at the Ryan Garcia fight. I know Ryan was on Peds or whatever you want to call it. But Ryan was able to catch Devin because he had that sweet spot as far as range. Devin wasn't seeing the right hook, the left hook from
Hmm.
Ryan, because it was the way Ryan was throwing it. So it's like the same way he threw that hook versus Sasaki. You focus on punch angles. Okay, how can I throw the hook where Devin doesn't see it when he's trying to weave, or when he's trying to pivot, or how
Hmm.
do I get that shot? How do I get that hard body shot that's gonna make Devin ache in the
Hmm.
middle of the fight? So it's like, yeah, that's what Brian has. That's how Brian finds that equalizer. And
You
that,
think he's capable of doing that?
I think he is, man. He's
I
definitely
think so
super
too.
strong, bro. I feel like Devin doesn't have the best chin. Yeah, he has a lot of heart, but he doesn't have the best chin. His chin is able to be compromised. So yeah.
I think that you want to know. I think that the way I see Brian Norman being able to win this fight, I think that Brian Norman is better than we give him credit for as far as boxing and as far as like IQ. Like I think he's better. Like he sets shit up. Like I would admit, Brian Norman is not a guy that just goes in there and just throws punches. He does do different shit. Like he uses guard manipulation. Like he'll do little shit to knock these guys out. I would agree. And he does set traps. He does the same thing over and over to catch you doing something, and then he'll react. Like he's a intelligent type of dude. And I think the way he could win is if, like you said, he's in his range to where he can crack Devin Haney and not be worried about anything coming back. Like, but he's catching Devin Haney right in between at perfect timing, and I think he's able to pull that off. I think he's a way better, more intelligent boxer than we give him credit for. So I think he'll be able to pull that off. I just think that Devin Haney can make the fight tough to where whatever game plan Brian Norman has, it'll be tough for him to execute that game plan. We've saw Devin Haney stick to a game plan.
Yeah.
So
So how do y'all got it? Who y'all got winning?
I got Devin Haney winning that fight. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Me personally, I got Devin Haney winning that fight 12 rounds.
Nah,
It's
I
12
got
rounds clean.
word. I'm the total opposite in a way. I got a unanimous decision, Dev, but I not unanimous. I got it majority decision, Dev 7-5, 8-4. Because I
Yeah,
agree,
I agree. 84.
Brian is more. He's better at boxing than we think. We think he's just some brainless, like just strong dude who's like, like we think he all brawn, but nah, that's
Right,
not
right.
true. He got ring IQ. It's not as good as Dev, but he gonna bring something to the table.
Do y'all
Facts.
think Devin can hurt Brian?
I think
Yes.
honestly in boxing, bro, I think anybody can be hurt. We saw
Yes.
that. Like I think, bro, like this is a true fact, bro. 3 pounds of pressure on the right point of your chin, and you might be out for a coma. Real shit. Like, so anybody could be out, bro. I just think that it's a matter of will Devin Haney pull the trigger. I want to see is Devin Haney gun shy. Is Devin Haney gonna come in there with a game plan to where he's gonna be completely just moving around, or will Devin Haney come with a game plan like not saying it's gonna be like the Regis fight, but with that Regis game plan where he's willing to move around, but then stand there, do something with you, and then move around again. Like it depends on what type of Devin Haney we he
Let's
wants to be.
let's do this. Let's do this. Kai,
Yo.
you was Norman's team,
Yeah.
right? Foreign,
Yeah.
foreign. You Haney's team. What is y'all game plan?
Yeah. I need you to find that ring. Wait, we already in the ring, or this like
No,
up
I'm just saying,
until?
like, let's let
Okay.
Just
Okay.
going into the fight.
Kai, like
Yeah.
you Norman's coach, right?
Yeah.
Foreign, you Haney's coach. How do y'all
Yep, I
approach?
got
Like,
you.
what's y'all game plan? What's your game? What's your A? What's your B? Because you got to like, what are y'all
I
thinking
got
going
you.
into the fight?
Yeah.
So me,
Uh,
nah, go ahead.
yeah, I feel like I'm focusing on with Brian Norman lateral movement, uh, but not too quick. I don't want him to like put himself off balance. But we focusing on lateral movement, cutting off the ring, especially fighting Devin Haney, and staying in a mid range, like in that sweet spot to where Brian can crack him. Hook off something real nice, get some body shots on Dev and hurt him. And yeah, I'm focusing on range, lateral movement, and cutting off the ring.
You working on angles and basically working
Mm-hmm.
on angles.
Yep.
Okay, I hear you. What
Okay.
about you, Foreign? What you think?
Well, if I was Devin Haney's trainer, I would the first thing I would tell him to do is get some Nike some Asics, the running shoes. No, I'm just
That's
playing.
good.
He
But
gonna
nah,
he
for
gonna
real though,
get
look,
a shopping spree
look,
at New Balance.
look. Nah, but real shit though. Look, what I would really tell him though, um, okay, so what I know about Brian Norman is if you stand in front of if you come to Brian Norman, he's gonna your food. You feel me? If you let him land. So what I would do is I would tell Devin Haney be first at every exchange. Make sure you establish everything with the jab, everything off the jab, nothing else but the jab. With a power puncher, you keep them off of you with the jab. So I would tell him nothing else but the jab. You be first. I would tell him be first all night long. Be first. Be first. Because if he's last, then he's letting Brian Norman hit him. You get what I'm saying? If you hitting Brian Norman, then Brian Norman is the one reacting. So I would tell Devin Haney be first with active with the jab. We know his jab is educated and he has different ways of using it. So I would tell him be active with the jab, go to the body and test his endurance. We ain't saw Brian Norman in no 12-round firefight or no 12-round boxing match, to be frank. Like a full, you feel me? We ain't saw that out of him. So I would tell him go to the body with the jab too. I would tell Devin Haney after the second half of the fight, double up on everything I just told you and keep the jab active all night. Honestly, I think if Devin Haney come out there with a great jab, bro, he can do some things to Brian Norman because his footwork is better. Not his feet is faster, but I think his footwork is better to where he can turn Brian Norman into making a position where Brian Norman is off balance. Because if me personally, I watch a fighter's feet, and most of these fighters, like Brian Norman, when they punch, they square up. So that's why I'm telling Devin be first. Because you know Brian Norman, for him to punch, for him to come with something heavy, he's squaring up. He's off balance. So after you first, you throw your jab, he's reacting, then you catch him again. Then after the second round of that, you doubling up on everything. You feel me? He could coach to a win. If I was his coach, I would tell him, don't fuck the crowd, use your feet, use the jab. You ain't got to do nothing special. Brian, do some shit that he ain't saw before. Turn him and twist him. It's a lot of ways to beat power punchers, bro. It's just the fact of is Brian Norman better than we think he is? Because if he's better than
Exactly.
we think he is, and he's able to
Exactly.
cut off the ring, and he's able to use angles like bro said, and get out the way of Devin Haney's jab, which Devin Haney should be first, and he should know that. Like if Brian Norman is better than what we think, bro, it's gonna be a long night for Devin Haney, and that's just me being honest. It's gonna be a long night. Cause I'm really banking on the inexperience of Brian Norman, bro. If I'm Devin Haney, I'm banking on the inexperience because he beat you in the power department and he beat you as far as 47. What we saw, like shit, it don't look too good. So shit, I'm
But
banking on the
I
inexperience.
asked that question. I asked that question earlier, like, because Devin always been draining his body, right,
Facts.
Yeah.
and making it so it's kind of like Crawford at a comfortable weight. What if Haney is cracking more than what we thought because he's more comfortable and not as drained?
I mean,
Does that
that's
change the fight for y'all at all?
You know what's crazy? I think Haney been working on power because I saw a picture. I follow him, so I saw a picture. He was training with like these lightweight gloves. Like they not even like really gloves. They like it's like gloves, but they like padded hand gloves. He was like, I think he been working on power shots. That's crazy that you said that because I think he might be stronger at 47 because it's closer to his natural weight. They say he walk around more like 170, 180. So 147 is, he's not cutting as much. Like you said, I believe that he was draining himself too long chasing those guys.
Yeah, me too.
I think the only payoff with it was he did become undisputed, the youngest undisputed. So it paid off. But I think he was definitely draining himself chasing those guys because if you look at it, David Haney always been a bad style to fight. He can make any fighter look bad because of the way he's disciplined. Like I
Right,
said, he sticks to a game plan.
right.
Like you could say Bill Haney wasn't the best coach, but the game plans he was given, David Haney was sticking to it. And it was working because David Haney was disciplined enough to listen to what he was being told, use what he was training, you feel me, and execute.
yo. It was like a sight for sore eyes watching Devin Haney sit in the corner through between every round and listen to Bill and talk with Bill. Like that's really a collaborative effort in that ring as far as Devin Haney, in his boxing matches, bro. So like, yeah, bro, expect Devin to listen well and to execute for sure.
You know what?
Um,
I think, listen, and I've been said this, bro. I think if David Haney got just added another coach,
Yeah.
Like I think in certain instances, I don't think you should change your team because they got you so far.
He did.
But I don't think it's
They
nothing
added
wrong
Davidson.
with
They
adding
added
something.
they added Davidson.
Ben,
Yeah.
Ben
I don't
Davidson.
really, I don't.
The one,
I
yeah,
mean,
the one who had Fury for a while.
Okay, yeah, I like Bull.
Yeah, they
I,
Yeah.
added
I,
Ben
I
Davidson.
like that, but I think I don't like that for that style, not for Devin Haney.
Nah, I
So
like that.
what coach would you prefer? Because that's like Josh Kelly's old. Like what coach would you prefer that can
Why you
help Devin's style evolve? If you talk about helping
Okay,
Devin,
okay, okay,
because
okay. You want
because
okay? Look,
because you can't change really who Devin is, right?
exactly. And look,
You just
look.
got to help add to what
You want,
he is.
you want to know?
mm,
You want to know who I would? And this might be jumping out the diving board, and I don't even like motherfuckers say what they want, right? I think I would say Bozy, bro. Just because of what Bozy could add to Devin. Like if Devin, because we know Devin's gonna listen.
Interesting.
Bozy has the pedigree to be listened to. So I think
Interesting.
if Devin was to get with
mm,
him, what Bozy could potentially add. Like
oh,
let's look at what he could add to his game.
You know
We know what Devin already
they just
has.
added Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley said he'll never work with them again, right?
and that's
With
what
who?
I'm saying. Like Bozy, not for everybody. He be in there
No,
yelling at Boots. He
I
be in
agree.
there yelling at Boots, like, and it be they not off the same page, but it's like him and
I
Boots
agree. I
even,
agree. I agree. I agree that
you
he's
know,
not for
like
everybody.
Boots be low key
But
being
let's just look at what he did with Andy Cruz though.
a rogue agent sometimes.
Let's look at what he did with Andy Cruz though.
But Andy Cruz already know how to box better than a
Yeah,
lot of these
no.
dudes.
I'm saying he knew how to box, but come on, bro. We gonna sit here and act like he's not developing that man's style.
Nah, he is, but different trainers and coaches different for different things. It's like I
Facts.
feel
That's
like
a fact.
Bozy
That's a
is
fact.
benefiting. He's benefiting Andy Cruz not so much in a skill way, but probably in a how he trains way and how he approaches actual professional fights because they not amateur bouts no more.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, I don't know. I don't know. Who would you say? Who would y'all say? Y'all think
I
Ben
like
Davidson is the
Ben
one?
Davidson. I like that because Davidson he give like that father figure type of role, but he not Bill Haney. He not gonna be all out here and just doing too much. He gonna tell Devin what he need to hear when he need to hear it, and he not gonna say too much. You know,
I'm
like
looking at the reason why I say
You know, I would
Bozio.
say somebody like a Bomac. I ain't gonna lie. Like
that would be
Okay,
good.
okay.
That would
I
be
would say
good.
somebody like a
I like
Bomac
that too.
team
I
because
like Bo Mac.
they
I like
got multiple coaches that can teach him multiple things
Right?
and
Yeah. Yeah.
tweak some of the things because one thing Devin is to me, I call him like a I know they call it bow and arrow, but I call him a bow and arrow because he's just so AB. He's just AB, AB, AB. It's just a stop
Mhm,
slip, AB, AB. There's
mhm.
no like there's no he's fluid, but there's no like movement like
it.
this.
Ain't no
It's just like
sauce.
there's just like a pocket that's just missing. But
Yeah.
I feel like if he had that like that inside mid and then can switch like not switch stances, but just that inside kind of like I feel
That
like
mid game. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
Bomac and kind of close counter. I feel like that's kind of what Devin's missing. He's got that sniper, but inside I feel like he'll get dogged. He'll get dogged.
I feel like that's why Devin's style is so hard to beat, man. And yeah, the question is in this fight versus B Norm is B Norm better than we thought he was? That's all it boils down to. If not, then Dev wins easily. If
So what
so,
you
then if so,
wait?
then Dev wins a tougher fight or he loses.
Hey, blind faith, you brought up a good
So
point.
who's it on then, y'all? Who's this fight on to win then? For real? Who
Um,
who
I mean, at this point in time, it's really on Devin Haney to win.
I
Like
agree.
all the cards is really against him. Like everything is really against him. The ball is in Brian Norman's court, honestly.
Hmm.
Devin Haney might be the A side on paper, but we know who ball the court is on.
Mhm.
But you brought up a good point with the Bomac coaching because Bomac, I like Bomac inside. His fighters, I like his fighters on the inside. You're right. I like him, and I think that if Devin Haney added a little bit more inside game or some inside game at all, I think he would be a way better fighter. You're right. I like Bomac.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also like that they got 3 coaches over there. It's just
Yeah.
not Bomac. So it's
Mhm.
Or
kind of like it's like Robert Garcia, how he got like his dad, his son. He got a few of
Peter.
them dudes over there.
Yeah.
Like I like that to where they can Bomac can help you, but then Red can see this. Like
the thing,
somebody.
the thing I like about Robert Garcia though, bro, is that he's actually with every fighter. Like I went to a local show, bro, in Pomona, and that's like 20 minutes from my city, bro. Like some real ran down shit. And
Mhm.
Robert Garcia, one of his fighters, and he's a dog. Y'all, I'm telling you now, we gonna be talking about him. He's a dog. He got like 9 fights. His name is Javier Zamarone. He's a dog, bro. That nigga is different.
I heard
But
about him.
Rob, that nigga's a monster, bro. That nigga's a. I saw that nigga in real life, bro. That nigga's a monster. But
Mhm.
Robert Garcia is his trainer, and him and his son was really there. Like that's the difference with Robert Garcia. He's actually going and traveling to these places with his fighters.
Right.
Like
Mhm.
Right.
you will see that nigga. Like and like you said, that's why Ben Davison might be better because Ben Davison is known for that too. Like he's the type of like you said, a father type of coach. He's gonna be there.
You
Like
know
you said.
the one I like Ben Davison, but the one thing I don't like about Ben Davison is, to me, I, he just don't have like that switch as a coach. Like I don't see him turn his fighters with that switch on. Like all
Mhm.
the
And
Bo Max, all the
that's why
Robert
I don't
Garcia,
like Ben
all
Davison,
his
bro.
fighters like are all
Like
finesse fighters. Like go out there and point. It's like karate fighting. It's like you can't do that every time. Like
Right.
you
Right.
can't have the same mentality with every fighter. You gotta use what's best with that fighter, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I like coaches that are like Bozy always says this. I'm not a coach, I'm a teacher. So he's like, I could take anybody off any street and turn you into a fighter or a boxer because I can teach you how to fight. But anybody can coach you how to do something. But so to me, that's a little different.
Mhm.
Like again, it goes to mentality and think if when you a coach, like you gotta have that. Like,
hell
and I
yeah, that
agree with
switch.
that father figure thing, but that can also get in the way
It
of you
could.
being my coach, my teacher. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like tanking, his coach, like
Yeah.
Calvin. It's so
Yeah.
close sometimes that it can be a little too close.
Right.
If you understand what I'm saying.
No, I hear
Because we
you.
going to war. We going to war. So yeah, I want
Hey,
to
no, you
prepare you,
know who
but
else I like too? I like Wally too. Wally Moses. I like Wally Moses too.
Yeah, Wally Moses
I
is
like
good,
Wally
but
Moses.
I don't think he like that big, like big time of a coach that people would just go rock with him.
Yeah,
Is
people
he?
don't think about him. I forgot about.
Yeah,
I forgot. I be forgetting he's a core trainer sometimes.
yeah,
Shit.
because
yo, that's
like
not
I
gonna
mean,
happen. Shakur not gonna let that happen. You crazy?
But
yeah,
you
shit.
know what's crazy? He not
Mhm.
gonna let that happen. But the reason why I like Wally is because if you see the way like he teaching his cousin, what's it,
Zaire,
Zaquin.
Zaire,
Zayquin.
Zaquin is damn near just
Zay
as nice
Quinn.
as
Yeah, my
Shakur,
bad.
Hmm.
with
Yeah, Zay
more
Quinn.
elements to his game though.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Like you feel me? So
Yo,
you can
but
see
but he
that
had
Wally
fighters.
is
He
doing
had
something
fighters
right.
before Shakur.
Exactly.
okay. I ain't know that.
Yep.
I ain't
Hell
know
yeah,
that.
he been in the game for what, like 50 years?
That's why Shakur
Wow.
got into it because
Like 50 years he been
Shakur was a
coaching.
baseball player.
Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, and his
Hey, and the crazy
grandfather
thing,
was
he was
his
actually
grandfather
nice
was
though. He was actually nice. He was actually nice.
nice. He
He
was
was nice.
nice.
Oh God, he was
Yeah,
nice.
he was
Okay.
nice.
That nigga was
Wow.
nice.
Sheesh. Yeah,
And
nah,
which
Zay is nice though. Zay is
And
nice, man.
you know what? That's why like certain fighters like that's why like you gotta give fighters like Shakur like they real props because like he really been in the limelight for a while, bro. And for him to be
Hmm.
to handle this shit this well and
Yeah.
only get better, like
yeah,
we
he's
saw
getting
fighters
better.
like let's really talk about it. We seen dudes like Tank, bro. They get to that level and they become mental problems, girl
Yep.
problems, money
Yeah.
problems,
Yeah.
jail problems. Like we ain't heard shit bad about Shakur. We might
Hey,
hear
hey,
more
Yeah.
Tommy
hey,
Boy
but
fighters,
hey,
but this guy has been in the limelight his entire life, bro, and he's only handled it with grace and only improved. You
hey,
feel me? Like we
before,
gotta give fighters like that props. Real
hey,
shit.
before, you gotta admit though, the men, right? Not just the males, the men that are around Shakur are different than the men
Hell yeah.
that's around Tank. If
Exactly.
Fact.
if I'm saying
Like
a lot without saying you get what I'm saying?
Hey, bro,
what
you
There's a
wanna
lot
know
of
something?
males around Tank, but there's not a lot of men
bro, Wally
Hey,
around
Wally
you wanna
Tank.
don't
know something? You wanna know what's
Wally
up?
don't care none for a camera. Like he be like, bro, like he don't say it, but Wally be
Hey,
like,
no,
this,
no, no.
bro,
You
I
wanna know?
don't
You
care
wanna know
about
something
these
that's so
cameras,
cold?
bro.
I really read into this shit, right? And I be always saying this. You would never meet these motherfuckers that we be talking about, that we watching on TV, right? So the only thing we could go off of as far as knowing their character and knowing who they are is their body language and their social media language. That's what I say. You feel me? What they do on these cameras. And if you pay attention to the way that Calvin specifically, but Calvin and Kenny react to certain shit, like it's like you get what I'm saying? It's like I
But
don't
you
know,
know
like
what Calvin, you know Calvin, right?
no, but hold on. Before we dive off into it, like
Yeah,
to
I'm trying
me,
to hear this, bro.
I think it's a thing where they caught a kid and they knew what he was gonna be. You feel me? Because like when certain shit go down, they have certain reactions that if they really cared about him as a person, they wouldn't even be on camera explaining nothing.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm trying
So
to say. Like, you know Calvin, right? If you know Calvin's story, you know Cal. Like, look. So I was born in D.C., right? My
Mm-hmm.
family we from the East Coast. I live in
Hmm.
Washington State. I'm on the other side now. But
Okay.
if you know Calvin and his story, where he come from, Calvin is a real one.
Hmm.
Calvin always looked at Tank like a real one. But I
Hmm.
say this: he's one. He's
Hmm.
one, right? But you need more than just
Hmm.
one real man. You need some men.
Right.
That's because outside of Calvin, he had Floyd and these other men, but they not the men in his life. They the men in his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm saying a lot without saying. You get what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
when you look at Wally, that's his grandson. So these are his
exactly.
family. He gonna treat them
Hmm.
differently and guide them differently than when Floyd and all. Like to your point, they just caught something like, oh, we got a gold mine. So they looking at it like we men in his career, not really in his life. But Tank was looking at it like, oh, y'all men in my life, but he just got caught off guard. You get what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wally after
100%,
the
bro.
career, after Shakur done, if Shakur get hurt or whatever, Wally's still gonna be there. Floyd already gone. You get what I'm saying? So when Tank have this kind of career with his life, he don't necessarily always have those kind of men to lean on to because they was there for his career, not really there for him.
And now
You
that
get
you
what I'm
said
saying?
that, it kind of brings me to the point where it's like I'm not even mad at Tank for taking this Jake Paul fight, and I'm really just seeing boxing for what it is. It's
Exactly.
it's a poor man's sport. Like I
A
mean, they not
poor
poor.
man's race, for
They
real.
getting bread now. It ain't like I don't mean it like that, but I mean it
Some of
like
them,
when Tank was 11 years old, he was dead broke. But he was like, I got these hands. I know I'm super skilled. I know I'm gonna make it to championship level regardless. So that's the route he went, and he did
And
that. It's
and you
like,
know what's so
okay, it is
crazy?
what.
GB slick speaking on this shit, but in certain areas, boxing is so cold, like Philadelphia and shit, that if you
Mhm,
do look any type of good, somebody's gonna try to latch onto you. You get what I'm
mhm.
mhm,
saying? Like
mhm.
boxing is one of those sports where it's like
Just
that
like
because motherfuckers
football or
know.
basketball, anywhere, bro. Like
Yeah, yep,
it's leeches
Fact.
everywhere, bro.
yep. Like
It ain't just
wrestling.
females. A female, it could be a female. It might not be a
But
manager or
but you wanna know the difference between boxing and all those other sports is that it's just you.
Mhm.
With those other sports, you trying to get onto teams and you trying to get into the league. But with
yeah, but it's
boxing, it's
just
just
you
you.
trying to get your money in your career still. Yeah, you on
Exactly.
the team, but you still fighting against other dudes trying to get
But
they
it's different though. But it's different though because say somebody like you can only leech so long in the NFL and in college. Like you could be an agent or you could be a friend asking. You feel what I'm saying? But You get what I'm saying? Like it's different. When you're a boxer, it's just you. You're signing the contracts for your own fights. At the end of the day, you have
Right,
promoters, you have managers. Yeah, that's
right,
true. But if
right,
you don't want to sign a contract, your pen, your ink is not going to go in the contract, and you're not going to
right,
fight. But if you want to fight,
Right.
you're the one signing the pen and paper. You have to
right.
sign that a new pen and paper, a new contract every fight for a reason, because it's your decision. You get like it's your life. Like yeah,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
a
have leeches
singular.
and all that, but it's different to have leeches in boxing because it's just you. Like it's just you, and that's what people don't understand with boxing shit. Like, and I'm starting to understand it because I got a homie, like I got a friend that I grew up with, and now he's like a boxer, and he's like starting. He's like he got a name, and like
Yeah,
he lived completely different from how he was living, and it's because
yeah.
like it's just levels, bro. Like it's just you alone. Like ain't nobody else there in the ring, even your kids not. It's just you.
Yeah.
So it's just different in boxing, bro.
We
It's not
just
like a team sport. It's a eye. It's the only sport with eye in it.
we gotta realize as
And
fans,
tennis,
not everybody fighting for legacy. Like
exactly.
some people just fighting for that quick bread, and that's it. Like
I
it
mean,
is
but
what
look how
it
many
is.
of the greats we look at, but then you look at them like, damn, bro, like, damn, you messed up. Because they
I mean,
really,
what Larry Holmes said. Somebody said something crazy. I don't know. He was like, "I'm the first boxer to admit that I just do it for the money," or something like that. Larry Holmes said something like that. But yeah,
Holmes
it's
said
like,
that.
yeah. I forgot where I heard that from. It's like some boxing aficionado dude.
Is it on
Um,
video?
I think it was on the Porterway podcast or something. Um, I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it and come
I'm gonna
back
have
to
to
G
check that
Channel.
out. I'm
Yeah, I'm
gonna
gonna
have to check
find it.
that.
I'm gonna find out who said that. But yeah, he was like Larry Holmes wasn't getting paid no type of money. I don't know if it was on a Joe Rogan podcast or what.
Didn't Hagler say something like that too, though?
I mean,
Nah.
I think
Hagler,
not.
Marvin Hagler was avoided.
Hagler said he didn't get paid like what he thought he should get paid. Didn't he say
I
Yeah,
that?
think
but
with
that's because Hagler was avoided for so long though. Like, of course,
exactly the
he
thing with
wasn't getting
Hagler,
paid.
it was
He was
like he was being
avoided.
blackballed.
Yeah, nobody wanted to. But it's because he was good. Like, and it showed.
Yeah.
Once he actually got the fights, it showed,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do
Mm-hmm.
y'all think Benavidez was blackballed from the Canelo fight?
bro. Honestly,
100%. Yes.
I think that shit is like, honestly, that's like it's a weird topic to me because
Yeah.
like
Like,
it's
what was
just
that?
fighting
What
at
was
the
that
end of the
belt that
day,
they created? What was that belt that they created? Do
I don't
y'all
know.
remember? Well, the super belt, not the super, but the, it's like, bro, they gave it to Canelo. Remember that belt, bro? They just made it up. It was no.
Oh, the turkey a la chic joint.
I feel like it was right before Turkey, bro. What was that belt called, bro? It was only like two or three people got the belt, bro.
Yeah.
It's never happened before that, and it
oh,
ain't
that
happened
X
since.
belt, the X belt.
Remember it kind of like it was like a super belt. Remember how Floyd got like the super belt and he ain't had to fight with whatever they
Oh,
say Thurman or whatever. But remember they created that new belt for like Canelo got the belt. Uh, who else got? I want to say it was either Usyk or Inoue. One of them got like that. It was like a belt that didn't.
Even
It's not a
matter, huh?
WBC. It's not a
Yes, like
WBC. It's not a
honestly,
WB. It was just like a belt, and then he didn't have to fight nobody else. Like no mandatories. It was like a
bro.
couple years ago. Y'all don't remember that belt?
Nah,
nah,
I don't. I don't remember that.
I
Damn,
don't.
That's
bro.
But honestly, if you look at it, bro, like
Franchise belt. Y'all don't
yeah.
remember the franchise belt?
Nah, I gotta look into that, bro.
Damn, bro.
You said Canelo got it?
Yeah, it's called the franchise belt, bro.
Yeah, I gotta look into that.
Yeah,
But
it's like they just created it. I think it might have been a WBC or somebody like that. They just created it with Canelo
mhm.
and it was a few. It was on like three or four of them that went out.
Yeah, bro, boxing is corrupt, but they do what they please. Even like I don't know with the steroid thing, man. It's just crazy how it's
hey,
just
what y'all
crazy.
think about Sabril Matias and Dalton Smith?
That's
I
a good
did
fight, bro.
I
It's a good
didn't
fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. As I've been starting to watch Dalton Smith a little bit more, I
yeah.
like him. He tough. He game for sure. Dr. Smith is
Mhm,
game, but
for
I
sure.
think I think he gonna fold up.
You think he gonna fold?
Yeah, I
Dang.
think bro. I'm telling you.
Word.
Yeah, like honestly, just me personally, this is just me. I don't know if y'all heard before, but bro, I don't care if he did lose, bro. Like to me, it's just certain styles that can beat Sabril Matias. Like with him, it's a styles thing. You got to be a sharp type of fighter,
You
and
seen
I
the
don't.
Puyo fight?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. Look, and that's why I say that because he even made Puyo start fighting. If you really watch that fight,
Mm.
that's the reason why that fight even got close. If Puyo would have stick to his game plan where he started with, it would have worked. But it came to a point where he had to exchange. He had to fight
Right.
because that's the type of fights that Sabril
Mm.
Matias makes it, bro. That's
Yeah.
why I commend Liam Paro. Like we could knock him, but Liam Paro was able to stick to a game plan against him. If you watch
Yeah.
what Liam Paro did to Sabril Matias, that's how you beat him. You literally punch him and you hug him. You don't let him get his off. And that's what he did all night.
But I
Puyo
also
did
think
too.
a
Go ahead.
different Sabril Matias fought Puyo
Yeah, hell yeah, me
than
too. I
than
think that's
than
why he
than
lost.
the Matias that fought Paro. I feel like that
Hell
was
yeah.
two completely different fighters. Like
Hell yeah.
Matias, and I feel like he lost that Puyo fight just because
Me too.
I be like I be putting on a pedestal good back foot fighters, and I thought Puyo fought great on his back foot.
He did.
I feel like judges don't be really counting that, and it should get counted. And I feel like Matias was stepping to Puyo. I
He
feel like he
was.
was stepping like stomping to him like. But I feel like he still lost the fight. But I liked his approach in the
The
fight a
reason
lot.
why, wait,
And I
if
think
I'm
that's
not,
why he won the fight. Because if you think about
Mhm.
it,
thank
right?
you.
If you a business, right? Is it better to have a fighter that you can promote that's going to fight,
Mhm.
or a fighter like Puyo? So
Mhm.
some of them judges, they be having scripts and having earplugs and everything. Like,
100%.
hey, make sure in this round, hey, it's close and everything. This closer than we thought. So make sure this dude, if this is a boring fight, we don't want the boring fighter to win. You get what I'm saying? Like Gary Russell. Not to say Gary Russell's a boring, but I feel like that's why they kind of like did that with Gary Russell. Like, yeah, he's a great fighter, but they're like, "Man, he's boring, and we'd rather have a fighter that can fight. We need fighters that's gonna make it exciting, and who wants Tom and Jerry, but that's boxing, bro. Like.
Yeah, right,
So I think
right.
some of that play into it too, though.
Yeah,
I
I got.
think that's the reason why Matias won the fight because if you, I don't think it's because of the promoting. I think it probably does have something to do with it. But I'm not even speaking on that point. I'm speaking on if you just look at the like what the fight would have been and what it could have been, and you look at what the fighters have displayed in past fights, and you look at that fight, it was a Sabril Matias fight, and that's where I think Sabril Matias
Hmm.
won. He made the fight. He dictated that fight. He made
Hmm.
it how he wanted it to be, and Puyo just happened to be one of those dudes that was tough and had some skills to him to where he was able to do shit too. But
Yeah,
it was a Sabril Matias fight all 12 rounds. Like I think like if you just me personally, I give Puyo maybe four, maybe like
nah.
the first four, if that. But I just think that, like I said, I think even if Sabril Matias wasn't controlling every round, he controlled the entire fight. Like it was the fight he wanted it to be.
I get what you're
Nah, I
saying.
feel like a lot
I
of
get what he's
those
saying,
rounds.
though.
I feel like I get what you're saying, bro. And this is another. I was there. This is ring 3 card. I feel like
You
I
saw the
feel like
fight live?
yeah, I seen that Joe a lot. Yo, now seeing
Damn,
I ain't gonna lie, yo, seeing Matias live is dope as hell, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that was
Yo,
fire.
that's crazy, yo. You be outside.
Nah,
man,
that was the
he
same
lit.
card, gang. That was the turkey card in
Oh,
Queens.
okay, okay, okay. I'm about to say, you really
Yeah,
outside,
yeah, yeah.
gang.
But nah, I had a 7.584 Puyo, but I could see how people had it. I could definitely see how people had it 8.4 Matias, probably 9.3, 7.5 Matias, because he was stepping to him. Like and I felt like the ring was small. Who cares? That's neither here nor there. But
Man, I
like,
said that too. That ring was hella small. It looked
yeah,
like they was like in
that
a different
ring,
room.
that shit was collapsing Puyo, bro. He was like,
Yeah, facts.
so
But bro, look, listen, listen. That's why I say Matias is the toughest fight at 40, bro. I don't care. Because that's how it looks when you're fighting that nigga. It looks
Yeah,
like I haven't saw no other fight besides Paro where it looked like he wasn't collapsing a nigga, bro. It literally be
exactly.
looking like the ring is small. Like that nigga is everywhere and he's on you and he's just all straightforward.
Hey, I got a
Straightforward
fight for
with
y'all.
punches
I
though.
I got a fight for you then for,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna ask both of y'all. You say you think Matias is one of the toughest fights at 40.
Yeah, one of them, yep.
What you think about Matias versus Russell?
Bro, I like that fight, bro. And I was telling look, cause G got a boy Nook that be on this motherfucker. Well
Mm-hmm.
connected elite. Shout out to bro. Shout out well
Shout out
connected.
Nug.
But nigga, bro, I'm telling you, bro, I think that's a great fight, bro. I don't think Matias will stop Russell. I don't know if Russell will stop Matias. I
But
can't
that's
even
a
choose a winner,
tough.
bro.
I think that's the best fight at 140, bro. I've been
Man,
saying that
hey,
for a minute,
if you
bro.
want me to be honest, bro, I think that potentially can be like fight of the century. Like, and we not
Yeah.
even
Bro,
like
Century
because
is crazy,
both
bro.
of them swap leather,
ain't gonna
bro.
lie. I get what you're saying, bro. That
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
bro. There's certain fights like I always thought like Tank Tio was like, when they was closer in weight, they would, they still could do it 140 for real.
Mhm.
Tank Tio would be fire. Like that's
Yeah, that's
but
fire.
Matias Russell Tank, but that's just like that fight
Yeah.
right there is just that's just war, yo. I don't to me that's a real 50-50 fight. Cause that's
And
a
Mat-
tough fight. Like
and
whoever
that's
come
what
out of that is not gonna come out the same.
we
Facts.
should have been
Neither one
getting
of
that
them.
fight next. Like that should have been next, but Turkey trying to, include the British boxing people and stuff. I get it. Boxing is a global sport. I get it. Dalton Smith is a contender. Give him a shot. But Gary Antoine need a shot too, man.
He's
You
there,
know,
bro.
Facts.
he
Gary
need a
Antoine do
shot.
How
need his
y'all feel
time
about
on one of
How
them
y'all
big
feel about
cards.
Hitchens? Ready?
I love Hitchens, bro. I think that nigga is amazing, bro. Like his performance versus Bowser, and I know Bowser is not no big name or nothing, but he was a challenger at 140. He jabbed that man to death. He jabbed Liam Paro to death. Like,
Facts.
bro, you can't get past that dude's one. What make you think you're gonna get past his 1-2? He whooped Cambosis. Yes, an old aging,
Bad.
uh, uh,
Ooh.
overachieving Cambosis. Yes, but he whooped him. Got him out there in the 8th round. We didn't expect that.
Yo, he beat
But
him worse than Loma did to me.
yeah,
Facts.
bro. Oh yeah,
Hell yeah.
definitely. Nah, definitely. I thought Loma
Hell
was
yeah.
kind of playing with his food a little bit. I
He
He
thought,
was.
was. He
He
yeah,
was.
was.
He
definitely.
He
was.
definitely
Facts.
Um,
was.
Facts.
so yeah,
So
man.
so who
He
y'all
turned
who y'all think
Cambosis
who
into
who y'all
chicken,
think is the
honestly.
top dog at 140? Who y'all think is like the
Well,
top top top?
Africa's growing out the weight class. Let's just keep that real
Wait,
and
you think he
plain.
going to 147?
He definitely going to 147 in his next two fights. Definitely,
You
definitely.
think
Word.
so? I don't think
Yeah, I think
147 is a
so.
good move, bro.
You
I
don't
don't think
think
he got
so?
enough pop for 147. Just me.
I don't know.
Yo,
I'll see, but
yo,
bro, he don't be looking good at them weigh-ins.
He
you
don't.
right. He did say that, yo.
He don't.
He
Like
he
versus
did he did say he
he
was gonna move
did,
up to you
and
right,
he want
bro.
to fight Devin, bro. So
You right. You right. I forgot he called out Devin at 147.
called out Devin. So you
But
know
he said he want T.O. at 140 and then he going up to 47. I
that
remember that, bro. You right.
that fight is not happening, bro. Bro, Richardson versus To. Come on, how does that even look?
Yeah, no,
That's a
I
great
think
fight, bro.
Richardson Hitchens, if he do go to 47, he gonna be moving strategically for sure. Cause
How y'all feel about T.O. Richards Hitches at 140?
I don't honestly. Ooh, matter of fact, ooh, that's a great fight too.
I think it's two
That's a
names. I
great
think
fight.
the names is big,
That's a
but I
great fight
just
because it's two drastically different styles, kind of
yeah,
That's a good
yeah,
fight,
like
bro.
yeah.
two drastically different styles, but kind of the same body makeup. They around the same size and shit.
Mhm.
You could say
Mm-hmm.
Tio a little bit thicker, or you could probably lean with
Mhm.
Africa as far as being a little bit more in shape.
Yeah, top heavy like his
But
shoulders rise, you know.
but
Mm-hmm.
that's a fucking 50-50 fight, honestly,
Yo, that
because
fight could happen at 47 too. Now that
I
I
think
think
I
about
think
it.
that's a 50-50 fight because Tio has a way of turning it up at certain levels against certain fighters. But I just think that
Mm.
that could be a double edged sword for him.
Hmm.
But then again, I think Richardson Hitchens is also like he could do some things that Tio might not be able to handle. So
What
I
you
don't know.
mean?
That's
Like what? What you think? Like his
as
angles
far
or
as
his
just as
length or
far
what?
as because I think Tio saw like a dude like Richardson Hitchens before. I'm sure they sparred and all that, so they probably know each other. But I just think that Richardson Hitchens might be better with the fundamentals like the jab and like Richardson Hitchens to me has one of the best jabs in boxing. Just me personally. I think so. So I think that it's gonna be tough for Tio to even get establish his rhythm because you know Tio likes to go off a rhythm, and it's gonna be tough for him to establish his rhythm with that jab coming all day
Mm,
actively. So
mm.
I don't know.
They
I can see
both
that
they
fight
both
going
really
either way.
rhythm fight. They both really rhythm fighters for real.
Yeah,
Right.
facts.
Who
That's
do y'all
gonna
think is more athletic?
T.O.
Tio. Yeah,
I would say I
Because
would
they
say
both
they
I
athletic.
don't
It's
think
just
yeah,
Tio.
yeah, yeah. I would say they
Honestly,
equally athletic. I would say they equally athletic.
yeah. I say yeah. Okay, me too. I agree.
honestly,
It's
I say
just
equal.
I don't think that Tio is really a rhythm fighter. I think he's more of like a moment fighter. Like he's like in the moment, like at split
Mm.
second type shit.
You
Because
mean
if
like
you
instinctual? You mean like instinctual, or like a
yeah,
counter
type
fighter?
shit.
Like a
Yeah, he's more fighting off of instincts type shit.
like
Yeah,
in
exactly.
spurts, like he fight in
Exactly.
spurts.
In spurts, in moments.
Yeah,
Like
Do
he
you
has
mean
yeah.
like
big,
he's more
huge
creative? Do
moments.
you mean like he's more creative, or just
I no,
he?
what I mean is like Tio might be looking bad, but when he does have his moment, it's gonna be drastic. Like you gonna know. Like you get what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like so he might be looking bad against Richard Hitchens for a second, but then he might do something crazy to
Yo,
where
but
you know, like I don't
Mm.
know.
I
But that might
Tio
thought
is
not be the
like that
best
though.
fighter to try to do that against. I get what you're saying. Like, so when he was fighting Barbosa, it was kind of like boring. But then when he
right,
started doing it, it looks great. Almost like
right,
Ennis. Like
right.
Ennis can just
Exactly.
do things
Nah,
like
you can't
fighters can.
compare that to
No, no, no,
Boost
no.
because
I'm just saying. No, no. I'm not comparing. I'm just
How it's
saying they
like
can
in
do
moments
things
though.
that
Like he'd turn it up.
most
He'd turn
most
it up.
fighters can't do
yeah, yeah,
instinctually.
right,
He's talking about
right, right.
instinctually.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
planning it. It just I just did it and just it's
yeah.
just something you do. So
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying. But
100%.
does that play into Hitchens? Because that's
And
one
you
of
know
them
what?
fighters
You
you
know
might
what?
not want to do that
You know
with them.
what? That's why I call it a 50-50 fight because it could completely play into Hitchens' game plan because it could be
Hmm.
a thing where Hitchens nullifies Tio the whole fight to where he never gets a moment off.
Damn. So what?
Yo,
Y'all think it
yo,
could be a
blind
boring
faith.
fight? You think
Yo,
it'd be a
blind
boring
faith.
fight?
Yo, blind faith. I'm glad you brought this up. You a smart ass dude, bro. Cause we was just talking about like heart and will and like what Canelo going into this fight with Bud. Like is he gonna have a higher punch out? Is he gonna admire his work too much to where
Hmm.
Bud don't do that shit at all? And
Right.
so it's like Africa don't admire his work. Is 1-2 is I'm coming in here to get a job done, suited up, and when I
Right.
leave or when this fight is done, then I'm gonna talk my ish. But like, so yeah, bro, he's not pulling no punch. Tio is the dude that, oh yeah, let me take my 15-minute break and go crazy. No, Hitchens
Yeah.
is straight to work. So
Yeah.
yeah, bro.
It's like
That's
two different painters. One is like an abstract, and one is like a like
Exactly.
straight
One is
yeah.
line,
like an
like
One,
straight
abstract and one
one,
lines.
stays
yeah.
between the lines.
Yeah.
Right,
One
Yeah.
right,
one is
right.
like an abstract and one needs like the guide, the printout where you gotta
Right.
paint
Right.
the
Yeah,
inside
yeah.
and you feel
Right.
Stencil,
me?
stencil.
But he turns the regular shit into like something you didn't even know was there. Like you didn't
Exactly.
even
Yo,
It
see
might
it.
look hella wild. It might look crazy when
bro,
you
Crazy.
do it. It
he
might look
dropped
hella
him.
crazy.
He dropped Cambosis with a lead body uppercut. I ain't see that happening. I
Yeah,
didn't
he
see
don't
that.
even throw like uppercuts and
Like,
hooks like that.
like
Like
Exactly.
what? So I'm saying, bro, Hitchens got more pedigree than we think.
but Tio
Um,
is not a Cambosis. even
Not at
though
all. Not at
even
all.
though they
Not at
fought
all.
and Cambosis won, like I
Not at
still
all.
think a real healthy Tio beats Cambosis 10 out of 10
And
times.
that's the thing. That's why Tio lost that fight. He was admiring his work too much. He was loving what he was doing. He was feeling himself too much.
He
And,
also
and
had that thing with his chest where he almost died before that.
okay.
Remember that
Yeah.
whole he was in, like that cold. I don't know if it was cold or whatever, pneumonia, whatever. He almost died, like in
Mm,
the camp. But he still went through. Like the doctors told him not to fight, and he still did the fight.
dang. Yeah, that's a big thing. That's a
So I
big
mean, that's heart right there.
Facts. Nah, Tio
yeah.
definitely got
But
But
like,
that
I'm
heart ain't gonna get you with
yeah.
Hitchens. Like that,
right.
you gotta have the skills to beat Hitchens.
Yeah. And I'm talking about like in the ring, locked in, bro. Like Tio could do a lot better, bro. He could be too much of a showman too. Like you can't admire your work in this sport, bro. You gotta do what you came to do and do it for 12 rounds straight.
Like we was talking earlier, bro. I think if T.O. had like some better men, and honestly, not even better men, like some real coaches,
Yeah.
T.O. would be a problem, bro. I ain't gonna lie. T.O.
Yep.
just needs some real coaches, bro. Like
Man,
if T.O. had like Roger and Floyd Mayweather, that dude would be a problem, bro. With the
Well, I'm gonna
skills he
be
has, and I'm just saying like that
but
type
look,
of
but look,
coach
all
that can
right,
keep him disciplined but let him do what he do. Maybe like a Bozy. Like a Bozy be good for Tio because he can keep him disciplined, but let him do because he already got an Ennis who does what he's that type of.
right.
That's what Tio need a teacher that can show him and keep him doing this so he can win the basic fights. Because it's like you say, it's that Hitchens type of fight is gonna be Tio's worst type of nightmare.
Hmm.
But it's like the Josh Taylors he look great against, all
Right.
those type
facts.
of guys.
Yeah, yeah,
But when
yeah.
you face a Hitchens, bro, you gotta have that 1, 2, 3 ABC down
You gotta be
to
on
where
all
it's
night.
CBA, ACBB, and you can switch it, but it's always the
Mhm.
basics with the, you know.
Right, right. With
The
the
So I don't
thing, the
little,
know.
thing with
little
Hitchens
finesse.
that I saw people have some success that I think Tio would be able to pull off is you like finding something. You could find something with Hitchens and exploit it. But the thing about Hitchens sometimes is he'll find a way where he adjusts and completely
Yeah,
make it his way. But I
yeah,
think that
Right.
Tio is one of those. I think Tio's dynamic enough where if he finds something on Hitchens, he'll be able to exploit it probably all night. Like Tio's dynamic, bro. That's what I think the difference is. Like Richardson Hitchens ain't up to this point. He hasn't fought nobody that's as dynamic as Tio. Like
you
as
hit it
like
right there.
like bro, Tio can really make a moment out of nothing, and that's what I
Wait,
saw
wait.
with him.
Don't ain't Hitchison always been sparring? Ain't he one of Tank's main
No,
sparring?
no, no, for sure, for sure, for sure. That's what I was saying. That's
So
gonna be
he's seen
a
that explosiveness
no,
before
for
then.
sure, for sure, for sure. He saw the explosion, but we got to be real. It's different, like with 16s and headgear than bright lights and tens on. It's completely different.
But I feel like if I was facing the TO and I'm Hitchens, Tank is definitely one of my sparring partners because they do a lot of the same things. And Tank and Hitchens is one of they best. They've been sparring each other forever.
But
Facts.
Tank don't you said if he was T.O., you would get Tank as your
No, if I
sparring
was
partner?
Hitchens, I would,
Okay.
and I was facing TO, I would definitely
Yeah.
get Tank as one of my sparring partners.
Right, right, right.
Because they have a lot of the same attributes. Tank is a little bit smaller, but they
Yeah, a
they
little
have
bit
the
shorter.
same. They have a lot of the same attributes. They quick.
Right.
They counter punches. They patient. They accurate. They
Right.
explosive. Like he said, dynamic. That's like the perfect word. They dynamic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they both.
yeah.
I think the biggest similarity with them is they both reactors. They both good reactors. They react
Hmm.
real well. I think
So how
Tio
y'all see
reacts real well.
who y'all got then? To or Hitchens?
I got Hitchens,
Yeah,
man.
I like Hitchens. I like Hitchens right now.
I don't think T.O. he don't do it for me, bro. Like the Barbosa win was slightly impressive. The Josh Taylor one was super impressive.
Hmm.
Uh, but you look at the Claggett and the Jermaine Ortiz and the Sandor Martin, it's like, bro, that's lackluster wins, bro. You didn't
Hmm.
really deserve all of those.
Jermaine
So
Ortiz is a good
I
fighter
mean,
too. I
Steve
forgot
And you
Steve
know
about
what's
Claggett,
Jermaine
crazy though?
Ortiz.
he
You know
beat
what's
him. He
crazy
beat
though?
Steve
You
Claggett.
just name those fights, and when I'm really thinking about it, and I don't like this nigga, but his resume is stacking up, bro.
No, him and Devin got the best
Yeah,
resume in
nah,
the
I'm not gonna
UFC.
lie, bro. Like even you just naming those last niggas, T.O. Low-key got a clean resume, bro. I'm not even
Bro,
gonna lie.
And
Steve
Loma, bro.
Claggett? Steve
Nah, nah,
Claggett?
nah, not Steve Claggett, but
All right,
come
but
on, bro.
Sandor and Jermaine, yeah,
Yeah,
Sandor,
Sandor, Jermaine, like
yeah,
Loma, Josh
Loma,
Loma,
Taylor,
yeah,
Josh,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
He got some
yeah.
Arnold.
names, bro. Yeah,
Arnold,
bro.
yeah, Arnold was tough,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. You saying that wasn't
Yo,
impressive, bro. I knew Arnold
nah,
Barbosa, bro. That nigga was
yeah,
low key a dog, bro.
yeah,
He
he
been a
was a
dog.
dog, bro, a
Yeah, Arnold
solid
Barbosa
boxer,
been a
bro,
dog. Like he's
a
been known to
champion.
show up for
Yeah,
It
sure.
was just a little bit of a lackluster fight, but
Yeah,
like I
no, T.O. was just
understand it.
too
right.
much for him. T.O. was too much for Arnold Barbosa for sure. And he knew it.
Nah, I thought Arnold could have kicked it up more from round 6 on, but he just
I,
didn't. I don't know
I think
why,
he
bro.
tried, bro. I think
You
Yeah,
think
T.O.
he
was
exactly.
just
tried?
I
he just couldn't
yeah, he
catch
was
up to
too much.
T.O.
He was
Yeah,
too
Yeah,
it was
much.
just too
I think
much.
I
But
need to watch
T.O.
that
could.
fight.
But the
I
thing
think
is,
Arnold
T.O.
Barbosa gave
never
him
turned it
everything he
up though.
had. But if you watch that fight, Tio was just doing some shit that Arnold Barbosa looked like he wasn't used to and wasn't ready for.
Yeah, definitely,
Oh yeah, hold
definitely.
on.
I
I know
think,
you slip. Yo, this is the Discord. Welcome to the stream. I don't really know how to do it, but I'm just, trying to make sure they tap in.
yes,
So don't
sir.
nobody get no checks. If you want to tap in, check into the stream. I'm pretty sure everybody sleep. We the only ones on here. Whatever.
Right.
Just trying to do it so G get his, whatever. Salute to G,
Mm-hmm.
letting us rap it, whatever.
For sure.
Man,
Happy born day.
niggas
Oh
been on this bitch
God,
for 3 hours. I ain't even peep, bro. God
hey
damn.
man. Hey, he just let us rock out. You see,
Hey
niggas
Yeah,
G,
just
bro,
yeah.
that
dropped
nigga
off.
sleep
Niggas
or
just
something?
dropped off the stream, gang. We just.
Hey, I'm ready to go to whenever, man. Listen, I don't got to get up till late in the morning, so it's cool.
Hey man, I'm
Um,
up. I just.
but
Uh,
yo, all right.
Hey, what y'all
So
think about the Sam Noakes and Abdullah Mason? Fuck it, man.
yeah, man, I like that a lot, bro. I think Sam Noakes is a perfect opponent for Abdullah right
Me
now.
too.
He's
Bro, hey,
aggressive
you know
as
what's
hell.
so fucking crazy, bro?
Yeah,
Like minds think alike, bro. I feel like
yeah,
Sam Noakes is perfect. Like this is perfect
perfect,
timing, perfect
perfect.
test, perfect everything. Like I feel like even if Abdullah Mason lose, it'll be a learning lesson, bro. Like
Yeah,
I think
bro,
that
yeah,
he's not gonna
no,
lose
for
for him.
yeah.
no.
He
I'm
not
not
gonna
saying he's
lose
gonna
at
lose.
all.
I got Abdullah Mason stopping this guy in 7 or
I
8.
got him stopping him in 9, but
But but
okay.
but I think even if he do lose, it's gonna be a lesson because this guy is actually good, bro. This nigga is
Mhm.
good. Like he's good.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
this is
I
like
like round 9.
like
That
bro,
sounds good.
you
yeah.
couldn't ask for a better name and a better challenge. Like even though Sam Noakes is not the most notable name or whatever, you couldn't ask for a better challenge as far as getting ready, especially for a belt too. Like it's
Hmm.
perfect for him.
Yeah.
It's
And
perfect.
then
All right.
look, right after that, you know what I think he should do? Look, so he going over there, right? So Abdullah Mason's about to be a star, bro. So
Yeah.
Global.
Uh-huh.
Keyshawn basically just handed him like the golden ticket, right? Without
Right.
even knowing it, right? Abdullah just took over in Virginia. He's already a U.S. star, right? In Rising. He goes over and beats the hell out of Noakes, right? In a firefight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Comes back home. He goes over to DR and fights Santos. This is how I'm scripting it in my head, right? I can be crazy, but this is how I do it, right? Go over there across the water, fight Noakes, beat that boy. Now he take that fans. He
He
go over to
fighting
DR,
Santos? Nah, he
then
not
go
ready
over to
for that.
DR. No, then go over to DR and fight Santos and
He
beat
not
that
ready.
boy and come back home and then you fight Shakur, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You had me, but I don't like Santos right now at all. I'm
At
not gonna lie.
all,
After
Santos, bro,
Noakes, after
look,
Noakes,
listen, bro. Santos made Shakur look bad.
Right. And
No,
different
like,
fighter,
Santos
bro.
but really
and
think about that
Santos
blind face.
damn
Really
near
think
made
about that,
Keyshawn
bro.
duck. He made
And look, I
Keyshawn
said
duck.
this.
I don't care.
Come
Listen,
on,
listen,
y'all.
listen. I said this with when Keyshawn did that bullshit, bro. That nigga did not lose. He didn't do that for no reason, bro. He knew what time it was, bro. Dead
Hold on,
serious,
Bro,
hold
and
bro.
on, hold
then
on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
Bro,
hold on, hold on,
bro.
hold on. So
I'm not
you
saying
said,
Keyshawn would have lost.
hold on. You
Hold on,
saying
hold
a
on, hold on.
lot
Hear me out.
for him.
I'm not saying Keyshawn would have lost, and that's not what I'm insinuating. But what
You
I am
saying he
saying
ducked
is,
him.
no, he knew what time it was, though. He
So
knew
you saying he
Santos
ducked
wasn't
him.
going for that shit.
I'm saying he ducked him, bro. I'm saying he
Yo.
ducked him, bro. Straight up,
Somebody need to clip
I'm
this. Hey,
saying,
clip this.
No,
yeah,
because
I'm
the
saying,
reason why I say it
nah,
is
he
because
ducked
it
him,
didn't even
bro.
look like Keyshawn tried to make weight. So there was no point of you even signing that fight if you knew that's what you was gonna do
Like,
the whole time.
it
True.
didn't
That's what
make
I'm
no
saying.
sense, bro. It
So
didn't make no.
so hear me out. Hear me out. You strategically you signed the fight knowing you didn't really want to fight him, but that was probably the mandatory. That's probably his last option. You feel me? His only option.
Mhm.
You feel me? Type shit. He strategically did not lose weight because he strategically did not want to fight him. However you want to slice that cake, bro. But he didn't do that for no reason, bro. All of a sudden he talking about retirement after that. He didn't do that for no reason, man. I don't know.
And
I
then
think
he
a little bit deeper, and I think
You know
he didn't
they're
even
about to
look like,
announce a 140.
bro.
They're about to
Listen,
announce a
bro.
140
He
fight.
dressed up. He dressed up, nigga, bro. This
Right.
nigga had on a suit and gloves, bro.
Mhm.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Well, you
I
saying
don't
for
know,
the
bro.
Barenchik fight when he had on the suit and the glove?
Nah, this fight.
I
Hold
didn't
on,
see
hold
that.
on. Hold on. So I,
I
I,
didn't see
I
that.
get hold on before we get real because really what we digging at is what I said. And y'all both feel like Abdullah ain't ready for Santos after Noakes.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying Santos. I'm saying exactly what Foreign's saying. If I'm hearing him correctly, is that Santos made Shakur look look boring, right?
Shakur had a broke hand. Shakur beat him with one hand, and he walked him down.
Yeah, but Shakur knew he had problems with his hands
But
since
Shakur
he was
fought him
small.
and walked him down from rounds 8 on.
Nah, he didn't walk him down blind faith. I can't agree with that.
Watch the fight for hey
He
Foreign. We can watch
him
I'm
the
gonna
at
watch it
fight,
all.
right
Foreign.
now.
Hey
Walk.
Foreign. Hey Foreign. We can watch the fight.
Nah, he didn't walk him down, bro.
Hey, bro. All
No
right,
point in
y'all.
that fight. Now, blind faith. I watched the fight
All
back. No,
right, y'all.
I'm cutting it on right now. Fuck that.
I watched the highlights back because that's all I could bear, and it
Hey,
wasn't that
listen.
boring. It
Hey,
wasn't that
listen.
boring. But Santos is a problem. Now he did go the distance with Adorno, if I'm not wrong. And that
Rio. Rio.
no Adorno. No, he beat Ryo in like 2-3 rounds, but he went the distance with
Ador-
Joseph Adorno,
You're
and
right. You're right. You're right. Right.
it wasn't a bad performance. It wasn't the worst perform. I mean, it wasn't a great performance, but it wasn't bad. So I think Abdullah could be ready for him in the way that in the order that
Bro,
you
he's
said.
not walking him down.
Are you doing highlights? Are you doing highlights for him?
He
But
on
look, you
short.
said I haven't saw one moment where Shakur's walking him down though.
He
Look,
does, bro. What round you in?
this the whole little clip, the whole little montage.
Nah, don't do a montage, bro. You gotta watch the fight,
But
bro.
look,
See, this is why
just look.
this
This
is
is
why you
showing the
can't
best
go
moments
off
of the
of
fight.
clips and stuff, bro. Because
Yeah, now
people
you
be
can't. I
biased, bro.
agree. You gotta
They
watch the
show you
full
what they
fight.
want to, bro. You gotta watch the fight, bro.
But
You have to watch the fight. But look, besides that, this is what I'm saying. We keep getting off. I'm trying to say, are y'all really feeling like? Because I said no. Look, Abdullah, go over there across the water, beat that boy Noakes, and then I said go over there to DR and beat that boy Santos, and both of y'all was like, whoa, whoa. So
Yeah, it's just too early for me. Just Santos too early right
I
now.
agree,
so after
bro.
Noakes, who is there? What
I'm
is he? Who is he? Santos ain't no champion.
Listen, after Noakes, I think after Noakes,
Moritaya
yeah, I was
after
gonna say
that.
Raymond too.
He's
I was gonna say Raymond.
boo. Man, get him out of here, bro.
What? Moritaya nice.
I would
Get
say
him out of
after
here,
Noakes,
bro.
go for the belt.
Bro,
Why would you go
Moritaya
for
nice. You
Santos? He don't
sleeping,
have a
bro. You
belt.
sleeping, bro. Matter of
So
fact,
what belt? What belt then? That's what I'm saying. What belt?
what he
Who has
got?
him at 35? Tank
He
to the
got the
belt,
No. So
boy.
IBF.
what belt do you go for? If he beats Noakes, well, when he beat Noakes.
Shakur. Shakur.
So you saying, hold on, bro. Let me understand this. You saying skip the
Yeah.
dude who beat Santos with one hand and go for it. Come on, y'all. Come.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm from Newark. I'm the biggest Shakur fan ever, bro. I think Abdullah could be his hardest test in that division right now.
Me too.
Even but
Facts.
even besides
Facts.
Schofield
But so why y'all
and
spooked
Tank.
about Santos then?
Because that he's a boogie, bro. Like he a menace, bro. Like I don't know. I
The
think
reason why Blind Faith is because
I just think he a stone that ain't been turned yet. Like
Yo,
in
you saying
in
he's
the
like the Matias of 135?
possibly, yes,
but
possibly. Like
the difference with Santos is he really hasn't been figured out yet.
right, he cracked, bro. He knocked Rayo out in the third
Who
round.
figured
Rayo
Shakur? And then you gonna go for Shakur? Who figured out Shakur, bro? Come on, hold on, bro. I'm just trying to understand what
Styles
y'all saying, bro.
Styles
Yeah, no,
make
no, no.
fights.
But Blind Faith, the
You
reason why I wouldn't go for Santos is because that style can make Abdullah Mason look bad, and I would just think that's a step backwards. Like if you're gonna win a title,
exactly.
why go backwards to fight a dude that doesn't have the title? I would rather go after the title and lose mines than go after no title and lose it
Because
anyway.
who? But exactly, you just made my point. Who's done it?
Who's done what?
See,
No,
y'all
I'm
thinking the
saying
safe route. I'm thinking
exactly.
nigga says
It's
Yeah.
not
this
only the
nigga
safe
wears a
route.
shirt that says appetite for
Fight for
smoke.
smoke. Right.
Listen, but
Yeah,
listen,
nah, that's
it's
Bro,
not only
he's
the
a
crazy.
safe route.
fighter. He don't think
It's
like
not only
he's
the
not
safe
thinking
route
like
though,
a
Blind
promote.
Faith. If you really think about it,
That's crazy.
Shakur Stevenson has the belt, bro.
Four people
What does
got
De Los
belts.
Santos
Well,
have?
there's three belts. Who got the belts, bro? Who got the belts?
Raymond
Tank,
Murataya,
Shakur.
Tank Davis, Shakur, and that's it. And the WBO's vacant.
It's
Abdullah about
vacant.
to have it. Abdullah about to be champion if he beats Sam Noakes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Go
they fight.
unify
Wait, they fight. What belt is that?
The
the
WBO.
WBO. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's for
because
the real
Keyshawn
belt
had it,
too.
right?
It's
Yeah,
for
Yep.
the real
okay,
belt. 12
okay.
rounds.
Keyshawn old belt. So
So why not defend against Santos, a
I
dude
like
who?
that. Okay, that
Come
makes
on,
sense.
y'all.
That makes
Like,
sense.
yo,
That
we
makes
not
sense.
ducking no smoke,
That
bro.
makes sense. Defend the first
I
title defense.
listen. I get the vision, but I'm just saying
In
how it should
DR.
play out.
Look, in DR. Look, we going to DR.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, you talking
Appetite
wild.
for
Yo,
smoke,
you
gang.
talking crazy, bro,
Yo,
bro. You,
all
You
smoke,
talking
gang.
bro.
wild.
Yo, all smoke.
Boxing is
Yo,
real. You
yo, I
don't think
wish G was up right now. I really
right?
wish G was up right now, yo, because yo, what we in this for, gang? Like, we ain't in this to be friends and I'm not passing you up, nigga. If I got the chance to be the first one to knock you, I'm Abdullah Mason. I'm not
Okay.
nobody else. I
And I'm
want to
Edwin De Los Santos. If you fight me in my backyard, I'm gonna cut 60 pounds
smoke,
and put down a Corona to whoop your ass and
sign a
kill you.
contract, nigga.
So it's like, bro, people don't know like De Los Santos
No,
can really get in that mode. He
see,
could
look,
crack. He's a
think
great
about this.
boxer, bro.
Yo, this is why we get excited for boxing. This is
Right.
what we missing, y'all. When y'all talk about no, don't do this is why boxing be fucked up,
I
y'all.
know, bro. I know, bro.
We need the real energy. This nigga wears his whole family wears a whole appetite for smoke. That's what they about. Why would you duck Santos when Keyshawn left him on the plate?
Now you right. You right.
He gave him the alley oop. Yo, we not ducking no smoke. We go over waters. We knock off Noakes. We take his head with us and we bring it to DR. And then we put his head right there in the middle of the ring with Santos. And we take Santos's head back
No,
home and we leave Noakes' head over there in DR.
no,
And
you
then we come back
defend.
home for Shakur.
No,
Like
you
all
defend.
smoke, gang.
No, you defend in Cleveland. You defend
All
versus De Los
smoke, gang.
Santos in Cleveland. Yeah, that's still all.
Yeah.
Bro,
And when
you
you take a head and you go get another, you leave the other one there. So they remember.
bro,
Cause what
you not beating.
Nah, bro. But man, we've been rapping for 3 hours, man. I gotta
Word.
fucking go. Listen, man. But before I go, listen, man. Tell a friend to tell your sister to tell her friend to tell her cousin to tell his friend
facts.
to tell a friend to
Facts.
tell another friend because it's telephone and we talking boxing with Greg Hackett on a Friday night, man. If you still viewing, hit the like button on your way out.
Salute
Before you
on
exit
that.
this video,
Sure.
definitely tap the like button. GregieCash, bless the birthday boy, hit him with $1. It may be past 12, but you know how we go when you
Facts.
black. Your birthday is all week around this motherfucker. So it's the whole weekend, GH
Yo, I
week to
already
you
tapped the
birthday.
Cash App
You
twice.
feel
So
me?
yo,
So look, like
stop
like
being
like
cheap.
Blind Faith just
Stop
Yo,
said,
being
Greggy,
man.
cheap and spying.
I'm gonna tap in and send you
Hey, like
something, Greggy.
like Blind
Come
Faith
on,
just said,
man.
man, hit the Cash App, man. GregieCash. Cash App sign or money sign, however the fuck you want to slice that cake. GREGIE cash. Y'all know it's outro. Y'all know that. Okay? The other the sub host is Bang. Fighting Words with Bang. Y'all go fuck with him too. His Cash App is half animal 15. But like I
Facts.
said, bro, it's telephone. We talking about you on a late night, man, and we here. You feel me? So while
Mm-hmm.
y'all here, do something to make the like button disappear. Okay? Subscribe, put your push notifications on, do all of that, man. I'm out of here, man. Y'all have a good night, bro. Salute to y'all, bro.
All
Y'all
right,
brothers,
yo.
man.
Peace,
For
bro.
real, man.
Hey, you did
Good
that
rapping
for
with
hey,
y'all boys about this
PCR.
shit, man.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Hey, happy G Day, G.
Yes, sir.
Man, happy birthday to my nigga G, man.
Thank you, man.
Yo, happy B-Day, G.
Appreciate that. Oh, shit.